Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Listen here, this is a fact of life. I be rapping like Nat Turner came back to life. Grab Donald Trump by the pussy, he ain't acting right. I never run from a conflict, I be glad to fight. It's a very cold world that we live in. Somebody please tell Elizabeth you're not an Indian. You just trying to con them people to get the benefit. Just another immigrant, stealing from the Indians. That's some punk ass shit and that's too lame. Now we finna step over to Andrew Yang. And you a sucker, you can never speak for black folks. Fake ass pandemic, trying to get the black vote. The Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You know your boy be high off sativa. Kamala wasn't popping, so we said bye, Felicia. She ain't had a right policy. We ain't trying to meet her. Y'all can take Biden too. Bye, we don't need her. We don't need Roland Martin or that coon Al Sharpton. Didn't need Cory Booker from the start, man. I don't fuck with police and no snitch. You know I'm coming with the heat when I spit it. The Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. If you ever go to court and this is your luck, try not to get fucked by Benjamin Crump. I know it's hard, you and all go is hard. But who the fuck is Amy Cloak? Put her picture up on the bullseye and start throwing darts. People cut our organs out our bodies, that's a stolen heart. They can't save us from the flood like Noah's Ark. Black lives always matter, we finna go for ours. So then we savages, we don't need to pot the piss. Mike Bloomberg is sub thick with that stop and frisk. Bitch, you ain't speaking for us, we don't know you. Bernie Sanders, they get your funky ass on too. The Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me.
I'm talking about shout it going crazy. People going crazy in this motherfucker. Run that shit back, man.
But it's nothing. Nothing. Got a woman on the bed. Man made the car. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to kick us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water like the 7-millimeter. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. And man makes them happy because man makes them joy. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man gets money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world.
my family, greetings. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Frontline Black News. I'm your host, Che Krumah, and we're joined with the other host, Lady Che. And we should be joined with our West Coast correspondent, Shabaka Sankori, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, which I'm the co-executive producer and co-host of, and we might be having a couple guests. We will see. And on this season 4, episode 36, or Trey 6, part 1 of the Frontline Black News, we'll be discussing several topics. The first topic is them tangibles. This is still the year in the decade of tangibles. We're going to continue to master the tangible for our vote all the way up to 2,100. So, we said it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint, and we're going to continue taking them victory laps. We just gave the Democrats a big L, and we got to continue gaining momentum on that, going into 2026, going into 2028, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 2,100. So we're going to start off with that. And then we got, was y'all vice president, former presidential candidate, Kamala Harris, was she drunk in her video message? No, she went to Hawaii with Doug Emhoff, and they were on vacation after that devastating loss. And now, rumor has it she was drunk in her video message. So we're going to go over that. Then we got Democratic Shill, Jenifer Lewis. Y'all might know her as one of the mothers from several black sitcoms and TV shows back in the day. And also, she was in several movies as well. She has seemed to have lost her mind ever since Trump got elected. So we're going to go over that. Then we got black women planning to let America implode on itself while they relax and worry about themselves. Well, great news. I'm glad the sisters is getting on code. We've been seeing that for 4-5 years now. We don't care if both parties collapse, so I'm glad they're finally getting up to speed. Then we got black women wants to know if FBAs will stop inviting other groups to the cookout. We've been saying to stop doing that for at least 4 or 5 years now. Then Congressional Black Caucus, otherwise known as the Congressional Black Talkers, members claim Trump's mass deportation efforts are a black problem. No, the hell they're not. You can't deport us. We're the foundation of this country. They're going to deport the foundation of the country. Makes no sense. We're going to go over that. Then we got Angela Rye with tomato on the side. Is freaking out. She's crashing out. She's having a whole crash out, y'all. The Democratic Shill is still crashing out. It's been almost a month since the selection, and these ones are still crashing out. So Angela Rye is no exception. She says she hates and despises half of the country who voted for Trump. Then we got multiple groups are now regretting voting for Trump. Right. Then we got, are black Americans overtaxed in Africa? Yes. And then 8 reasons why FBA Pan-Africanists will never move to the African continent. Those are the topics tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Frontline Black News. Viewers who are a new viewer, Crack Netta, 33, we see you. We want to salute to you. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you like and subscribe to Frontline Black News. She came up with the hashtag Tangibles 2020. And in it, he was detailing everything that we, meaning the foundation of black American descendants of American child slavery, we're going to demand from the two-party system. So I'm going to read this like I've been reading for the past 4 years, or now 5 years. Yeah. What's the changes? Changes 2020. Alright, so nothing has changed except the year. Everything else remains the same. So instead of 2020, it's 2024, but everything else remains the same. So the 2024 presidential elections have came and went, and foundational Black Americans rejected that 50-year-old plus malign neglect policy that has been implemented by the political system. This malign neglect policy mandates that Black Americans should be ignored and only mentioned in vague and non-specific terms, lumping foundational Black Americans in groups with minorities, immigrants, people of color, etc., has only hindered the progress of Black Americans as a group while providing tangible benefits for other groups. In this election cycle, meaning, well, we already passed this election cycle, but I guess going into the 2026 and 2028 election cycles, Black Americans are going to insist that our needs are specifically met by politicians who are seeking our vote. Foundational Black Americans want tangible benefits specifically for us. We do not want trickle down secondary benefits that are provided for every group. Every group has not been systematically marginalized and disenfranchised in every area of society as foundational Black Americans. So we refuse to be lumped in with groups who often assist in the exploitation and disenfranchisement of Black Americans. So politicians must offer tangibles, specifically the foundational Black Americans, or we simply will not vote for them. Be sure to spread this message far and wide on social media using the hashtag Tangibles2020. And since it's 2024, it's Tangibles 2024. And when the midterms come up in 2026, it'll be Tangibles 2026. And the next presidential election will be in 2028, same time as the Summer Olympics in Las Vegas, or excuse me, not Las Vegas, Los Angeles. And it still remains the same. Tangibles 2028, 2032, 2036, all the way up to 2100. Continue to master the tangible fever. All right, Lady Che, what are your thoughts on the tangibles?
I understand why just can't leave me alone. I have nothing to say. Vote for tangibles. Hold your own nuts. Don't vote for. Stop voting for stupid shit. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Like, we've been going over this for I don't know how many years now.
4 now.
If you don't have it in your mind, you don't know what it means, then stop watching us. That's it. I'm done. Hold your own nuts. Vote for tangibles. Realistic shit in your local city. You know, stop fucking thinking you can vote for a president. Dumb. Vote for regular shit. You know, shit like, you know, that you need, you can touch, you can feel, tangibles, simple shit. There. You want me to
do with your vote?
I don't know. What do you need to do with your vote, Jesse?
You hold your vote, like you hold what?
I'm not doing it. Hold your vote like you hold your nuts. Done now. Okay? Why do you ask me anything? Just stop. Jesse. I'm not doing it. Anyway, if you don't know what tangibles means by now, you're dumb. Should have to be explained to you every fucking weekend. Okay? Every weekend. So, we explain it to you every fucking Saturday. I'm done now.
Okay, thank you, Lady Che. Just hold your vote, like you hold your nuts. Oh, we got Mike Pan in the building. He said he can help We're framing the issue. That's good to hear. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't call you back. Oh, let me tell you something. Yeah, so let's let me tell you a little bit of tangible, something real, something with substance, something you can count, measure, feel with your own hand, i.e., a check for reparations. It's showtime, Shabaka. Where are you at? I.e., a check for reparations in the trillions of dollars. We've been saying 100 trillion, but it's been gaining compounded interest, so now it's up to a gazillion dollars for past, present, and future atrocities that have been brought against our people and continue to be brought against our people in 2024, going into 2025. And anti-black hate crime bill similar to the one that the Asians received in 2021 under the Biden-Harris administration. And end the qualified immunity in all 50 states. My state of Colorado has taken the lead with that. We have ended qualified immunity, but yet they are still getting away with killing us in several towns, such as Aurora, which is a sundown town. So the fight continues. And tax-free exemption. I mean, it's a whole list of things. Those are the main things that we're demanding for our vote. Otherwise, you will not get our vote. Democrats still, unfortunately, 80 to 90% of black people still vote Democrat. Vote no matter who. So if the Democrats want our vote, they're going to have to do something tangible for us. If the Republicans want our vote, they're going to have to do something tangible for us. If the third party wants something tangible for their vote, for their votes, they're going to have to do something tangible for us. The days are over, let's just vote, just to be voting. The days are over, let's just vote because our ancestors supposedly died for us to have the right to vote. No, our ancestors died for us to have liberation and freedom. And they thought that by voting, that was going to be a way toward that. And we can clearly see after 60 years of doing the same old thing, expecting a different result, that is not working. So, if you're going to vote, black people, demand something tangible for your vote. And it goes for the state, the local, and the federal level. Michael, we're live on the air. Literally live on the air. All the way up to 2100. You said this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. We are going to continue to take that victory lap. Our future discussion. Marathon continues. Has you got in the studio yet? It should be good news. So yeah, tangibles. So you count and measure with your own hand. Not symbolism, not symbolic gestures. That's what we've been getting from the Democrats for the last 60 years. The first black this, the first black that. They don't trickle down to us. They don't benefit us directly. So the days are over. No, this isn't the call-in show, man. That's Shabaka's Black Experience Dance. This is Frontline Black News. The call-in show is on Tuesday. So we're 2% votes. 2100. That was the first time.
Come on, let's get to it, man. I'm only here till you show up. We're gonna find time. Let's go. Start it.
Sorry, I'm just waiting.
All that speech.
I'm sorry, man.
Let's
Patience.
go, baby, please.
Oh no, the first topic is Kamala. So Kamala, Vice President, she issued a message. And a lot of people are saying that she was drunk when she did it. So was it the alcohol talking? No, it's that big old L. Shout out to FBA. Yes, it does come. Yes, it does. She said yes. So Tim Black's gonna get us up there. Tim Black.
Given by Kamala Harris since she lost the election. Turns out people say they think that Kamala Harris was drunk at the time. Was she drunk? She would be the first politician to have a drinking problem. Yeah, man, there's been alcoholics. Look, man, like I told you in Hollywood, you get a contract, they give you money, and they give you a habit, a drug habit. I think in politics, they give you money, they give you a scotch.
Just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
Is she drunk? I'm saying, does she seem drunk to you? Give me a 1 if you think she's drunk.
Tim Black. Greetings, Shabaki.
Hey.
Shabaki. Grand evening to you.
Okay.
So you missed the first topic, which was the tangibles, Shabaki. I was trying to hold off until you got to it. Shabaki, can you hear me?
Okay. Oh, was Kamala Harris drunk in this video?
Yeah, that's the second topic. The first topic was the tangibles. You missed it. I was trying to,
Oh, okay.
I was waiting on you to get in the studio. You had just finished the tangibles.
Okay. Right, okay, let me go turn off this idiot box. Okay, once again, Kamala is tipsy right there, which is obvious. And from what I understand, Kamala's like to drink beer. Okay. And then I've seen videos up here on social media talking about the party's over.
Yeah, the party's over. So has she been sipping the wine?
Oh yeah, man. I would imagine she went back up there to Napa Valley, man, and got good and fucked up. Yeah.
Hey, twins in the building. Shout out to Twin Pyramid.
Okay.
Drunk at 0. If not, Tim, she ain't drunk, are you? No, I'm not, by the way. If you think she's drunk, give me a 1. Number 1. If you think she's sober, give me a 0. That means no. Okay.
She fucked
Just
up, man.
have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you.
You know she wanted to steal my line, right? She wanted to say, don't you let nobody take your cornbread. But I know that's what she wanted to say. We say, go, it's like, I'm not going to let that Tim Black know I'll be watching this shit. He said mean things about me. You could have made my career, man. You could have just said that. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. That's one of my taglines. You already stole my Johnson's thing. D.L. Hughley, your guy. He stole my Johnson's thing.
Thank you, Twin. Most definitely.
You have this, just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did.
Yeah,
and you
she's
have
drunk.
the same ability to engage
Eyes
and
is
inspire.
glazer, yeah. She
So
would fail
don't
field
ever let
sobriety test
anybody
if
or
she
any
was stopped by
circumstance
any
take
law
your power
enforcement
from you.
agency in the great state of California.
I don't know,
just
guys.
have to remind
I don't know, man. It's looking like maybe she got a little drinking pool. Look at a little drink. Had a little sip. She had a little sip, Martin Lewis style. Hey, Marley Ma, she had a little sippy, sip. Little sippy, sip. That's a 90s comedy right there. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all, Drewski. Drewski would have a field down there too. Dog, do you realize, hold on a second, before I play the next clip, do you realize all the material that these corny ass, scared ass comedians are missing? Because they're so scared. They don't want to go against the Democrats. Wait till the floodgates open up and comedy comes back. Oh, God. SNL. They got to cover this. I don't know. This is hilarious. Anyway, so that's her there. Here goes some of the memes that were made about her. Here goes one that's very popular. Here we go.
Ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
Well, at least
And you
she's
have the
drinking
same-
some good shit.
Oh,
some
it's
Hennessy.
obviously not real, right? Okay,
She got the
it's
bottle of
obviously
Hennessy
not
in her
real
hands.
because, yeah, I got a strike one time.
Yeah, she's
I
drinking
get just
Hennessy. She
real.
ain't
I
drinking
can get
vodka. That's for damn sure.
obviously this is not real, right? Okay.
Purpose that you did. Just have
Ain't
to
no
remind
bones
you.
farm. That's for damn
Don't
sure.
you ever let anybody take
Look
your
at no, guys. Hold on. It's the eye. Look at the eye. That left, right. The right eye. Look at the right. Maybe it's her left.
I
Look.
just have to remind you. Don't you ever let
I don't know, man. I don't know, Johnson. That's drunk eye right here. This right here. I got a lazy eye, but she got the drunk eye. That's it's a little alcohol in her eye right here. Yeah, I've always had a lazy eye, but she had drunk eye. It seemed like a drunk eye, guys. Let's see if we what about this one?
just have to remind you. Don't you? And you have the same ability to engage and inspire.
Oh no, man. If I can't find it, maybe it's good, maybe oh no, here it goes. Here it goes.
Shut time, bitches.
Obviously, this is not her. This is a meme, obviously, right? Okay.
Shut time, bitches. Oh yeah. Yeah, aha, that Henny is good. Okay, let's try this one more time. Whoa, damn. Okay, last one. Promise. Oh, fuck. Shit, damn. Hold on. Oh, damn, that's some good shit. Ah, shit. I feel sick.
Damn. Well, if
See what
she's
you've
in
been
the state
missing,
of
being
California, she's not
a
violating the law.
stuck-up Democrat, you guys.
Yeah.
And then there's this, and this is hilarious.
The Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic
Fuck the commercial.
automatically
Fuck
responds
the
to snore.
commercial.
So
Fuck
no
the
more hiding under your
commercial.
pillow.
Go take a flying leap through a rolling donut. Oh, she down there in Montgomery.
That's drunk falling off the boat, Kamala. Obviously, this is an AI image. This is not the vice president, okay? Obviously. But you got to make sure you say it several times because there are morons.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I thought it was hilarious. That was too funny. Are we still streaming? We're still streaming. Okay, we're okay. All right, guys, let me know what you think about that. Was Kamala drunk to you?
Yes.
I think she was drunk. Someone said they known her. I think it was it Axel? Was it Plouffe? Was it Axelrod? Was it Merchant? One of these operatives for the Democratic Party. One of these political strategists or Democratic operatives
and they
say
found
that they've
out
known
that they
Kamala
did
for
nothing
several
wrong.
years. She does not make good decisions, particularly under pressure. That's their words, not mine. And they said what they wish she would have done, would have told Joe Biden that she was not up for the job, instead of lying to herself and wasting $1.5 billion for that.
Yeah.
It's only money, right?
Just give me 10%. That's all I need, and I can retire.
All right, fam. Let's go to comment section.
No, that's 150
Now,
million.
go with 500 likes and 5 new memberships. Let's hope we got to that on this pre-Thanksgiving Day show. As always, guys, we got people in the house. We have Tony B. Tony B says, Tim, 12 Red Bulls in tonight. Goodness great. No Red Bulls, Joe. I don't do Red Bulls. I do coffee. Black Mamba. Sticker. Trusto Party. That's what's up. I am wondering, I'm curious about the zeros and the ones. Do we get some zeros and some ones here? Like, I want to know what people are on this. Was she drunk? Was she drunk? Carrying signs. What you think, brother? Remember, don't let anybody take your cornbread. That's your cornbread. Keep your cornbread. All right? That's it. And with that, now all I got to know is where my lady's at.
Okay, so Doctor, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? Yeah, the former Attorney General of California. Yeah. Well, it would be interesting if she took a trip to Los Angeles and, let's say, drive down Sunset Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? When she gets into Bel Air, and you could best believe that the West LA division of the Los Angeles Police Department will pull her over. And they will take great pride in booking her black ass down there in the Parker Center or LAPD police headquarters. Parker Center no longer exists.
Our Hindu Bedouin, they'll take great pleasure in booking her Hindu Bedouin ass, yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, she would probably get up there and say, well, I'm the vice president. And you know what the LAPD would say? Oh, this is a good bust. Then they'll go straight to the press. Yeah, it'll be on the headlines of the Los Angeles Scam Times. Former VP or former Attorney General or whatever what her official title would be at the time of her booking is being held, in the city jail for driving under the influence. And then what they'll do, they'll be down there in about 20 minutes to OR her ass. She'll show up in one of the kangaroo courts of Los Angeles County. And they'll simply go there and says, well, we investigated herself. And she found out she did nothing wrong. Case dismissed. You and I, we'd be headed straight to the Twin Towers for at least 30 days. Or if it's your first DUI, they say you got to go up there, to drunk class. You know what I'm saying? Get up there, degrade yourself. I'm an alcoholic. Blah, 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 blah. Having you read Bill's story. Then, they send you back and forth. They'll test you a couple of times if you're drunk. And then she won't be. They would rig it. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll dismiss the case against her. Then what they would do in about her case, about 90 days, being a former attorney general, then the records of her arrest and booking and what have you will come up missing mysteriously. Let that be you and I. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let that be you and I. It'll be all bad. They'll probably call it Secret Service, because you do know people that for the rest of her life, she will get Secret Service protection, just like Hyde and Biden. You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll get it for the rest of their lives, kids too. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot.
You mean Hunter's gonna have a secret protection?
Yeah, for the rest of his life. Yes, sir. Just like Osambo and his offspring. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, the consensus is
Yeah.
Kamala was drunk off her ass, and she was in
Yeah.
Doug Imhoff,
Yeah.
and there's trouble
Yeah.
afoot. They might be getting a divorce here soon. Don't quote me. And
Who's getting a divorce?
Imhoff and Kamala Harris.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's trouble afoot in that relationship.
Oh, yeah. So he's kicking her to the curb, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, what was to be expected?
I said don't quote me on it. Just don't be surprised if they get a divorce.
All right, well, all you got to do, man, just keep an eye, man, on the San Francisco Chronicle. You know what I'm saying? And what have you. And then also, too, ladies and gentlemen, our topic for Tuesday night on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced is yet to be determined. But however, this coming Wednesday, we're doing a special edition. Okay, so look to our social media on Stinky Bird and also too on Facebook, and we will have the details posted up there as well too. And we have a high-profile guest coming on Wednesday night. Idiots, nonsense, and what have you would not be tolerated. Okay, and just look at our social media. Go to our like page on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Facebook, and the link will be off in there. And then, Brother Che, off the air, I'll talk to you about it. Okay, and what have you. The show is rated G. No idiots will be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? So if you think you're going to come up there and smear the show on there, that's not going to happen. Okay. And it's going to be a great subject. Okay. A very, very vital subject to the healthcare of the Black community.
Okay, so I'm going to put it up there for see.
Mm-hmm. And that there'll be this Wednesday evening, okay? And, oh, man, where's my... Okay, and the date will be...
December 4th.
December the 4th.
Yep.
December the 4th, okay? It will be 5 p.m. special time this coming Wednesday. As per our special guests requirements to do the show. So share the link far and wide for the special edition, and I'm gonna put the link in the. Okay, so we still got to produce the episode for Tuesday, Brother Che.
Yeah.
Okay, and. Okay. Okay, Brother Che, yeah, Kamala, yeah, she was good and plastered right there. Okay.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe she needs to have a Google car take her home.
Oh my God. Just have Google cars, somebody.
Yeah, she could have a conversation with the driver. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Kamala's crashing out. So you just imagine what her shills are doing. Her shills are crashing out.
Yeah.
So Democratic Shill, Jenifer Lewis. You're familiar with Jenifer Lewis, Shabaka. She was the mother of several films and several movies and TV shows over the years. And she's crashing out for Kamala. She said she seemed to have lost her mind ever since.
Okay, wait a minute. No, okay. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right.
What do you see?
A planet surrounded by stars and asteroids in the one.
Pizza.
So Uncle Phil was going to give us the update on this.
and gentlemen, Democrat Shill, Jenifer Lewis, she's really, I think she lost her mind after this election, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Jenifer Lewis, I used to really like her in a lot of her shows, and you know, she would be funny and everything. And I said, yeah, she the ultimate black mom on a lot of these shows. But boy, when she got into this politics stuff with these Democrats, I'm like, oh man, why, sister? Why? That's the first thing I just say. I'm like, just y'all stay away from the politics. Just keep it on your craft, and that way people won't see how silly you are sometimes, right? Now, people can choose to vote for whoever they want to vote for, and I have no issue with her voting for Democrat. That's what she wants to. But she starts speaking on certain things, it lets you know what you really don't know, right? So Jenifer Lewis was on the Stephen A. Smith show, and I want y'all to hear what Jenifer Lewis has to say.
Man.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, honey. When your favorite niece and your 13-year-old daughter is by your alcoholic brother or the next door neighbor, and she tries to abort that baby inside of her you're going to regret that. They want to keep women in their place. It's so disgusting. I can't even put words to them voting for her. They didn't vote for her, didn't vote because she was a woman. They didn't care that she was smart and powerful, educated, beautiful, kind, joyful, fearless. She would have taken care of this country. She would have protected the people. She would have surrounded herself with great minds. But keeping women in their place was more important to them. And black men, that was just shocking because, honey, he's going to give the military and the police permission to shoot you in your back, and there will be no immunity.
They already have permission.
So, baby,
right here,
y'all done. You took every right from your children. Once again, there will be no social security and rights. This thing has said you will never have to vote again. He's going to be in charge of the military. We have fucked up. End of story.
You don't think it was a simple situation of looking at the economy, looking at inflation, looking at crime and saying, excuse me, providing and protecting as men, that's what we want. And as a result of that, I mean, I voted for her. I wasn't voting for him. Speaking to men who felt differently, they didn't think about Roe v. Wade. They didn't think about what they thought about the economy, money in their pockets, and safety in the streets.
Listen,
it couldn't have been as simple as that.
First of all, do you see women breaking in people's houses? Do you see women shooting each other in the street?
Last week,
they voted because they voted for Trump because, I hate saying his name. They voted for him because they hate themselves. And they see this thing as powerful, that he's going to move mountains for them and make them rich. And unfortunately, black men, they want a man. They were saying, I'm voting for the man. Well, we're going to see about that. And don't think we're all not at fault. All of us. We went to our jobs and came home and sat on the sofa and watched movies of destruction.
On the couch.
Superman, Batman, the end of this, Armageddon. Well, all of that social consciousness has brought us here. So now, like I said, Lex Luthor is finally in the fucking White House. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, that's so much to unpack there. But to her last point, Donald Trump would not be considered a Lex Luthor. Not at all. Who I would look at as a Lex Luthor in today's society, Jeff Bezos. He looked like Lex Luthor too. But yeah, he would be more of a Lex Luthor, more so than what you think. Lex Luthor wasn't mouthy. He was, very conniving. He was smart. He had money, and he was always figuring out trying to ways to get at Superman. You know what I'm saying? But that's what somebody don't know their comics, right? But like I said, so much to unpack here. Lord, that's why I said how Jenifer Lewis lost her mind after this election. So let's go back to the beginning and the things that just kind of struck me, you know, what she was saying. Number one, she mentioned in the beginning of her, you know, losing her mind, that when your drunk brother or your drunk uncle do something, you know, basically a pedophile act to a family member, you're gonna wish basically you had Roe v. Wade. Well, first of all, that is not the norm in most people's families. Has that happened? Sure. Will it happen more because Trump's in office? More or less? No. There's no Democrat or Republican that I know would agree for that to happen to anybody. That's first and foremost. And people who do get drunk, not everybody that get drunk commit heinous acts. Some people just drunk and that's just what they do. They got people that get drunk every weekend. They go to the club, get drunk. They do their thing, right? Don't mean they out there doing something horrible or doing something even illegal to anybody, whether they're a child or an adult. So I'm not promoting people to be drunk, but come on, Jenifer, you taking the most extreme case to make your case. And that means you don't have a case when you got to go to the extremes to make your case. That's number one, Jenifer. Number two, you mentioned about men. Clearly, you have no man in your life. Clearly, I can tell, because a man, if you had a man in your life, he would have told you why some men feeling the way they're feeling. Jenifer, the party that you're a part of has alienated men. And let me say in particular, heterosexual, straight men, alpha men. The only kind of men that you like that who are, you know, straight would be the beta males, the beta male bucks. That's who y'all like. The one that's going to follow behind your skirt. And one thing that women like you, ma'am, don't like is the man that's going to say, no, we're going to take charge and run the community. We're going to run the country like we're supposed to do, like God has called us to do. Because when you see women trying to do certain things, they can't do it because, number one, God didn't make them to carry that kind of load. When you put the stress that men carry on women, every time I've seen it my whole life, women fall apart physically. They get real sick in their health. It breaks them down mentally a lot faster. It ages them a lot quicker than what they should be aging because it was never meant for them to carry that load. That statue of the man holding the world on his shoulders. That's what men are. That's what we do. And all the things that we go through as men, what is our line to everything? Oh, this happened, that happened. What we gonna do? What we say as men? We'll figure it out. That's usually that's all we can do. Is like constantly thinking, how I'm gonna solve the next problem, how I'm gonna solve the next issue, how I'm gonna solve this, how I'm gonna solve that. Okay, I'm gonna take this money to do here. Well, maybe I need to go work overtime over here. Oh man, maybe I got this. Or we always figuring out ways to try to solve a problem as men. Because that's what we're supposed to do. Period. And women like Jenifer clearly don't have no man in her life. That's why she's talking the way she's talking. That's number one. You said that she basically, Vice President Kamala Harris, was going to save this country so much. This woman couldn't even handle $1.5 billion, ma'am. If she couldn't handle $1.5 billion, she have all the Democrat donors mad that she basically blew all their money off. You understand what I'm saying? She would not have handled this country. Sorry. Stephen A. Filed that, and he had to let her know, I didn't vote for him. You have to let her know that it's not her business who you voted for. That's number one. Because, you know, people like Stephen A., they'll tell you one thing, but they'll go in the voter booth and do another. So I don't know if he really voted for Harris. But anyway, Stephen A. basically told her the simple, hey, you know, the economy is bad. A lot of men say, hey, man, because we have to take care of families. It's on us. No one looks at a woman to say, boy, what you going to do about them bills in y'all household? Nobody looks at a woman for that. Nobody looks at a woman and say, what you going to do to clothe them kids? And she got a man now. They're gonna be looking at the man. Why that man not taking care of his family? Why that man got his wife looking like that? Why that man got his kids looking like that? Why that man can't pay the bills in his house? They never look at the woman, they look at the man. And you got a lot of men out here, me included, who are family men. And when we look at this economy, we want when we work, we want to get more of our money back and keep more of our money as men. We don't want the tax man taking it. We don't want the inflation taking our money. We want to keep money so we can take our families on vacations, so we can, go on simple vacations with our wives. You understand what I'm saying? So we can go have, movie nights and restaurants and anything else we want to do. But when the economy is horrible, inflation's taking all the money, tax man taking the money. Well, shoot, what do you expect men to do? Men going to always think about provision. They're not going to think, listen, as I said during the election, a man cannot pay, or a woman either, can't pay a bill.
Okay, so we got a
with an abortion. They can't do it. They can't. But you sure can pay it with some money. So with this election, if she really had a man, Jenifer here, that man would have told her, hey, a lot of men don't like the way this economy is going. And a lot of men not liking the disrespect, because all that that trans stuff and putting the trans in women's sports and the bathrooms and all that stuff. Listen, men also said, no. This stuff is going too far. This extreme left wing progressive crap is too much and too far. And there are women that said the exact same thing too. They said this mess is way too far. We got to rein this back. And that's really what it is. It's not about Trump. It's not about liking Trump and all that. No, it's not about that. But the fact is, let's call it what it is. Trump is already president-elect, and he got everybody quaking in their boots, and he's not even in office yet. But they know he's coming. Biden, nobody worried about Biden. Nobody the whole time when he been in the office, nobody cared about Biden like that. They didn't fear Biden, anything with Trump. And like, look how much calamity Trump is causing now with the even threat of a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada. Look how they both acted. With Biden, they're like, I ain't worried about him. Because they wasn't worried about Biden. You understand? And they know if Trump say he gonna do it, he gonna do it unless they come to the table and do something with Trump. Now, even the mainstream media, because they want the United States to be behind. Oh, well, if he put a tariff, it's gonna make it. We're not gonna be able to get tequila and avocados. Like what? Like you do know they grow avocados in California, right? And people can make tequila right here.
Man.
What are you talking about? And bro, not everybody eat avocados like that. Just letting you know. Matter of fact, me being a Black American, I didn't grow up eating avocados, not at all. Now, as an adult, or maybe if I went to a Mexican food spot, yeah, I had some, guacamole or something. But that's not something that we ate as Black people every day. That's not in our cuisine as avocados. Now, not to say that we won't make some avocado toast. Won't say that we don't want some avocado, like make our own, guacamole or whatever. But that's not something that Black Americans eat every day.
No, avocados.
Or white Americans or whoever.
Avocados.
So
just the sight of that.
California has a lot of avocados that we can get. Trust me, we'll be fine. And tequila, not everybody drink tequila anyway. So what are you talking about? I'm just wanting to put that out there. The key is about tariffs. If you don't know, is if you buy it here and it's made here, it has no tariff. That's the point of a tariff. So basically, buy American, made in America. Then there's no tariffs. Because as long as you import it here, it's going to have a tariff. That's all. That's about.
America,
but Jenifer,
but America.
And what she don't understand
make the crap
is
out
that
of garbage.
She was talking about everything else except what matters.
The quality of American.
In order for her to get a job acting, the economy has to be good. If people don't go to the movies, if people don't buy streaming services, she can't get a job. You understand? So the more money people have in their pocket, the more they're willing to spend on streaming services, the more they're willing to spend on movie tickets. That's how people like her have to understand the economy is everything.
Income, Dr. Phil.
She's in a business where she's dependent on people to go either watch a movie that she's in on streaming. Maybe I know she get maybe some royalties from different shows she's been on TV, but the economy affects her business as an actress. Abortion don't affect her. Can't put no money in her pocket. And even if you want to be a shield for the Democrats, you can only do it every 2 years or so. Midterms, presidential election. What you gonna do after that election? Whoever you are, the shields. You think about your career, like right now, doing all elections. That's hurting y'all businesses right now. I just saw a woman on TikTok. She was actually a white woman. And she made it, and she said that, I can't believe 70 some odd million people voted for Trump. I don't understand them people and this and that. And then after she made that statement, a lot of her customers, they say she was in business for 20 years. So some sort of beauty business. A lot of her customers are Trump supporters. Some of her regular customers who for years been supporting this woman, the Trump supporters. And when she said that, they felt offended, said, I don't want to really, continue with you because of what you said. So making that dumb statement, right, that had something that had nothing to do with her. How people vote is how they vote. Only thing you're supposed to care about in business is money, not what people voting. I don't care what people vote. It's like me. I don't care who watches. I don't care how you vote. No matter. You can watch. You can download our app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Make sure you take advantage of the Cyber Monday deal that's going on right now. 25% off to the first 50 customers. People who get the yearly subscription, you're going to take more of advantage than someone just get a monthly or quarterly. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care your gender. I don't care anything. I don't care. But but this woman said something and she said, I lost more customers. Okay, so now she lost so many customers that she was saying that she was thinking she had to make an application at Chipotle. This is the woman said. I hope that'd be a lesson for people to keep politics out your business. If you're not in the business of politics that discuss that all the time, then keep it out your business. Because no reason that lady should be losing her customers because she didn't do nothing wrong in her business, but it was politics. Politics and religion is the two things that you need to keep out of your business if you're not involved in politics and religion. Understand? But Jenifer Lewis lost her last mind by this election. Jenifer, go get some therapy, sister. Right. Now, I read online that you're bipolar because you admitted that you're bipolar. Well, listen, please go to your therapist. Make sure you're taking your medications. I don't want you to have an episode behind this election. Please. Trust me. Jenifer, Trump not going to mess with you. You'll be all right. Period. You think Trump is the worst thing ever? We have overcame 250 years of slavery. Right. And you think Trump was worse than that? Slavery? 100 some odd years of Jim Crow. Do you think Trump is worse than that? Come on now. Come on. That's silly.
Remember, that's what Biden said.
But y'all pray for Jenifer, y'all. I don't know. Jenifer must got too much time on her hands. Y'all give Jenifer some job playing a black mama or something because Jenifer needs to get off the internet. Seriously, she needs to get in a show or something. Put her in a new scary movie. The Wayans gonna do the scary movie again. Dude, put her in there. I don't know. Just saying, keep her busy because thinking about this Kamala thing with her boy.
All right, Shabbat, what are your thoughts on Jenifer Lewis crashing out behind Kamala Walls?
Okay. Well, to me, the woman looked like she had a lot on her mind, a lot of frustration right there. Believing in some bullshit that don't believe in her ass. You know what I mean? And I'm just making it real. Making it real. You know what I'm saying? She might as well go read Skip Bayless. Might as well go read Henry Gates. Yeah. No, not Skip. Man, fuck Skip Bayless. My bad, people. I'm talking about Skip Gates. Yeah. Want to see self-hatred? Read Skip Gates. It's sad. I mean, I just thumbed through the book and made some severe underlining. You know what I'm saying? And then I also had put it up there where he was trying to tell old Tina Turner, may she rest in peace, okay, whatnot, because she's been through it. And And old Skip Gates is talking about some raping, slave trading pedophiles that own their family, as opposed to her Cameroonian heritage. You see what I mean? From the Cameroon. Yeah. Yeah, that's where anime Bullock's lineage came from. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then old Skip Gates, with his self-hatred, he came from the tribe of the European. My. But however, it is what it is. What the hell do I know? I'm only 65 years old, man. I don't know nothing. Anybody still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Fortune God
Okay,
said,
man.
He used to be you. Used to be
Kept
you.
politics and religion out of conversations because people just didn't want to hear what was your own personal business. Forging thought, what and to whom are you referring to, sir? I'm a little lost right there.
Talking about you, you said that you're not going to vote no more.
I'm done, man. I did my time. In 2024, you keep politics and religions yourself because everybody else thinks it's their job to cancel and to be offended. Hell of a time. Forging thought. Forging thought. I don't know, man, if you up here trying to come with some prepackaged garbage or not, is because, you know, your sentences are non sequitur. Okay? Just say it's something direct. Oh, okay. He says in 2024, you keep politics and religions. I think he means to yourself because everybody else thinks it's their job to cancel what and be offended. Hell of a time. Okay. I only 75% understand your comment, forging thought, but I think, okay, you're making some sense, but could you be more specific, sir? Brother Che? Okay, Brother Che. Okay. The gentleman in that clip was speaking about the woman's business being ruined. Okay. Okay. Okay, you sound distant, Brother Che. Nothing wrong with that, Shabaka. Yeah, right, Twin Pyramid. I can't do it no more, man. I mean, I was responding to that. Okay, yeah, but you know, I mean, I just can't do it no more. Cracknetter 33, you know, eyes looking. Okay. All right. I just can't do it no more. The only thing I could do, man, is just lay out my experiences. You see what I'm saying? And pass it on to the next generations. You say, take what is useful, leave what is useless, to quote a very famous Asian man, and I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah. Just stick of Enter the Dragon. That's the only hint you get. Okay.
Yeah. Old boy, as you know, was born in San Francisco.
Yeah, so Jenifer Lewis, what in the hell? What happened to you? I used to love you on TV. You should have just stuck to that. Politics is not your thing. And crashing out all these Democrats. It's not a good look at all.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they crashing and burning. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like old boy used to say on that tape, Mission Impossible, it was self-destruct. Yeah. And it did. That's why I can't do it no more. Yeah, later for the commercial, skip it. We ain't trying to promote your crap, man. You gotta pay us. Okay. Oh man, that background noise, Brother Che.
Yeah, I know it's this damn fan on this laptop. Crap, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are real cool there in Colorado, man. It's 46 degrees here tonight.
Oh, it's 33 right now, Shabaka.
Okay, yeah, that's only 13 degrees.
We'll be dropping into the 20s tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so next topic is Black women plan to let America implode on itself while they relax and worry about themselves.
Okay.
You already know, Black sisters is getting on code. We've been saying this for what, 5 years now. They don't care if both parties.
Yeah, well, if I'm still here for the next election, they're going to have to pay me, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. Because you got a crook, you know, benefit more crooks. And then to find out that old Trump, did you see his selection for the FBI director? A tether. From India, Rami Salami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and then you're letting this bore coming up here. You know what I'm saying? And then of course the tetherisms. You know, for all those who died during the, let's see, what was it?
I'm gonna play the clip now, Shabaka.
The 1980s. There in
ladies and gentlemen, Black women are sick and tired of everybody at this point. And I remember after the election, when Vice President Kamala Harris lost, a lot of Black women were distraught, that supported her. A lot of them say, enough is enough. I'm not fighting for none of y'all no more. And it started off on the internet. Well, it went just from videos on TikTok or maybe conversations on X and maybe YouTube. Now it's all in the Associated Press. And we're going to talk about why is this such an issue for the folks. Feeling betrayed by increased minority support for Trump, Black women say they're stepping back. They should have been done this long time ago. Now, they said that in Atlanta, Associated Press, they actually checked a recent flight to Mexico vacation, said Taja Smith took her to the idea of joining another women's march in Washington. So as a Black woman, she just couldn't see herself helping to replicate the largest act of resistance against then President Donald Trump's first term in January 2017. So even an election this year where Trump questioned his opponent's race, they held rallies featuring racist insults and falsely claimed Black migrants in Ohio were eating residents' pets. He didn't just win a second term. He became the first Republican in 2 decades to clinch the popular vote, although by a small margin. It's like people have spoken, and this is what America looks like, said Smith. It's a Los Angeles-based founder of the advocacy social media agency Get Social. It's saying there's not too much more fighting that you're going to be able to do without losing your own sanity. So after Trump was declared the winner over Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris, many politically engaged Black women said they were so dismayed by the outcome, they were reassessing but not completely abandoning their enthusiasm for electoral politics and movement organizing. Okay. So it continues to say Black women often carry much of the work of getting out the vote in their communities. They have vigorously supported the historical candidacy of Vice President Kamala Harris, who have been the first Black and South Asian descent to win the presidency. They said Harris's loss, spurred by a wave of Black women across social media resolving to prioritize themselves for giving so much to a country that over and over has shown its indifference to their concerns. Now, they said they did a survey of 120,000 voters that 6 in 10 Black women said the future of democracy in the United States was the single most important factor for their vote this year. It's a higher share than other demographic groups. But now with Trump set to return to office in 2 months, some Black women are renewing calls to emphasize rest, focus on mental health, and become more selective about what fight they lend their organizing power to. And Black women and Black people in general need to rest because we never rest. That's our problem. That's why we sick. That's why a lot of us pass away so soon or early. Yeah. It's because we never rest.
Yeah.
Now, America's going to have to save herself, said Latasha Brown, a co-founder of the National voting rights group Black Voters Matter. Said she compared Black women present in social justice movements as core strategists and core organizers to the North Star, known as the consistent and dependable star in the galaxy. But a seemingly fixed position in the sky, people can rely on Black women to lead change, Brown said, but the next 4 years will look different. He said, that's not a Herculean task. That's for us. Said, we don't want that title. I have no goals to be a martyr for a nation that cares nothing about me. So it took this election, ladies and gentlemen, it took this election for them to finally get that. Because this nation never did care about us as Black people.
It takes some.
You understand?
There's Uncle Phil.
Damn the commercial. Damn the commercial. Damn the commercial. No, later for all that bullshit up there.
So let me talk about this here for a minute. If this what it took for y'all to get it, then good. Because you fighting, why were you fighting for some sort of equality? Because you know you're not going to get it. We get more done when we work with our community. Have y'all realized that? Every time we have fought by ourselves and not got involved in nobody else's mess, we've gotten things done. We moved the needle. Do y'all remember? Let's go back. At one point in time in this country, police wasn't wearing body cams. Who got the body cams on police where it's standard now? Black Americans. Why? Because we said, hey, if they had a body camera, we could actually see what they're seeing, and we'll see if that police was right, or we could see if they're wrong. The body camera has gotten police in trouble. The body cameras also vindicated police too by the body camera. If it wasn't been for the fight of Black Americans, that would not have happened. You understand? Police was not even getting prosecuted for the things they were doing. How did that happen? Black Americans. So when we fight and do different things, look at when we fighting about George Floyd, right? You had America scared. They didn't know what to do to see that many Black folks turning up like that. It went worldwide, right? When we fight, we get some things done. The only mistake y'all made with George Floyd is believe the Democrats that they was going to actually give you a George Floyd bill and get rid of qualified immunity, and they pulled a fast one on Black folks. But what happened in 2024 was really the fast one they pulled in 2020, right? But we need to do this. Listen, Black people do need a time to rest. When Black people don't even take vacation. Black folks look, even if you go on a cruise or something, Black people, go enjoy yourself. Don't be worrying about all this calamity with America. Look, if it don't touch Black America, it ain't our problem. I keep saying that. We do not need to worry about nobody. We need to get our bag, get our money up, like all these other groups, get our money up, enjoy our vacation. Hey, you go dance, you go and party, you go do whatever. Only time we come out of that, unless we got to stand up and fight for Black people. We don't go out and fight for nobody but Black people, period. Because when we have tried, and Latasha Brown, she's a big person of that be with the Democrats, trying to get Black people to vote Democrat. And if she's saying they don't want to fight, good. Welcome to the club, my sisters. Welcome. I am so glad you coming into the congregation in the church now. Now let's sit down together. Let's relax. Let's have some barbecues. Let's do whatever we're gonna do. And now let's strategize and fix our own community for a change. Because we haven't been focusing on our community because we've been focusing on America and democracy and everything else y'all focusing on. Now, can we get back to focusing on Black men, women, and children? Can we do that now? Don't pout about the election. It's over. Like y'all said, America chose. Okay, fine. But can we get back to working on us? And I promise you, we work on us. We try to help each other's businesses. We try to prioritize each other. We'll get somewhere. We have a bright future ahead, Black America. We really do. But it's going to take us to do it because clearly nobody else is going to come help us out.
I don't know how you're a dice.
You know, hey, I connect. You know me, I connect with brothers and sisters all over the world.
Years.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I look at it. My whole thing that I'm doing is definitely Black America and the diaspora. And I've been on that. I've been on that. Like, hey, I'm not worried about what other groups of people do. Now, if it's individual people of other groups that I'm cool with, they cool with me, they friends, they family, whatever. Hey, that's different because that's individuals. Other groups, no. I'm not lending a thing with other groups because they have not done a thing for us as Black people. No matter where these groups come from, I don't care where they come from. They have not done nothing for us. They've taken from us. They have done it. So if these women talking about let's do a march about Trump, like you go do it. Leave me alone. I'm not marching about Trump. Trump ain't done me nothing. So march about Trump for what? I haven't heard a thing he's gonna do to Black people. So man, if anything, he gonna open up some Black jobs. So yeah, let Trump get on there and Trump do his thing, man. You know, shout out to Trump. Trump, the last thing on our mind right now. If Trump could get these prices down, if Trump could get these taxes lower, get these interest rates down, so Black people can start buying some houses, Black people can expand in their businesses. Man, Trump done a lot, and get some of these migrant men out of here, so they can open up some of these Black jobs, so Black men can get these construction jobs and all kind of other jobs. Man, Trump would be doing a great thing for Black people at that point. We ain't standing. Look, Trump, you ain't got to worry about Black people. We ain't in your way. We are not in your way, Trump. Trust me. If somebody going to try to protest about migrants, it's not going to be us. I'm sure not going to be doing anything. And a lot of my people saying the same thing. No, we chilling. We getting ready for Thanksgiving, Christmas. You know, get ready. Yeah. Nobody appreciates Black people fight. So we should just fight for ourselves. So let that be a message to all of Black America. Sit down, relax, get your tea, your latte, your cappuccino, your mimosa, whatever you want to drink. You know what I'm saying? Your daiquiri, get it all. Relax. It's our time now. You know, you want to go take a Carnival cruise, you know, they and all that. You know, people have fun on a Carnival cruise. Go take you a couple of Carnival cruises. Like, chill your nerves. Travel the country. You know, you want to go be a foodie or something. Start your foodie channel. Like, don't be worried about these people fighting for this, fighting for that. Because clearly nobody want to fight with you. The only time you come out of retirement is when you fighting for our community. Then we'll lace up our tennis shoes and put on the t-shirts and get to work. I say, but outside of that, nah, we chilling, bro. We chilling. We don't looking out for ourselves now. And that's the message. You know, it's not just Black women, it's Black men too. We're looking out for numero uno. That's it. And that's what we're doing the whole 4 years of Trump. And I'll be honest with you, it's not just Trump. It don't matter who get in there next. We still on that. Why? Because no, people don't appreciate Black Americans. So people need to see Black Americans taking a step back and disappearing, and let them see America without us in the midst of any kind of social justice fight. Then they'll really see, you know, what they really had, and don't give it back to them no matter how.
Need an accounting degree that equips you for today's jobs? Think W.
Twin pyramid. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.
So you said you're
okay. As I was saying,
and then you said that what are Black jobs? You had several questions.
What are Black jobs?
What jobs?
Okay, now I think
we used to do Shabbat. Construction.
Okay, well I think
landscaping.
Okay. Well those are more vocations. Okay. All right, well, landscaping, painting, plumbing, carpentry, those are more like our trades.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly, man. I'm sorry.
You asked what are Black jobs. Like,
right.
You know what a Black job is? It's the jobs that we used to do.
What, shining shoes?
No, the jobs that we used to do. Like
okay. You're talking about the trades. Yeah, the trades.
Yeah, so
Construction, plumbing,
jobs.
electrical work.
Yes, all the
Yeah,
stuff
because
that they
actually I
do.
knew a whole lot of brothers, man, that were electricians, you know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. I know a whole lot of brothers that was painters. I know a whole lot of brothers that was
Yeah, and plumbers.
and plumbers as
Yeah.
well. So that's what they mean by
Yeah.
black jobs. Like the Democrats lost their damn minds when Trump said the black jobs.
Right.
Like y'all know exactly what the hell he's talking about. Yeah, they got rid of
Shoe shine boy.
Stupid. When what does he mean by a black job? Well, my black job is making sure this black woman gets in. That's all I kept hearing. Stupid
Yeah.
ass. All right, Shabaka, what are your thoughts on what Uncle Phil just laid out about the black belt?
Okay, well, Uncle Phil, you know,
do for themselves.
yeah, you know,
Yeah,
Uncle Phil, you know, he drops a lot of knowledge. Okay, but Brother Che, you sounding faded, sir.
I know it's a damn fancy, but I'm gonna go on mute. But what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, Mac 285. Here's a nickel. Don't spend it all in one place. Man, you cold, Mac 285. Oh man, I remember, man, you used to get take a nickel and get you a candy bar, man. You used to take a nickel and get you a soda pop. You can take a nickel and get you a bag of potato chips, man. But now, man, they want to be $1, $2, and $3 for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do the math, man. You know, $2.50 for a bag of potato chips divided by 5 cents. And if I'm not mistaken, if I do it right, then that figure there will show you the markup and multiplied by on a decimal point for the number of years. And I think that there will get the inflation rate. Yeah, can't get a damn thing now. That's 100.
You have said something about body cams. That they can be altered, and they can be turned
Yes,
off
sir.
on.
Yes, sir. Okay. What I'm saying is the body cam cannot be altered by the officer who's wearing it. But, okay. All right. Let's see. Forging Thought here says body cams have shown a lot about police behavior before cams existed more and more. I see officers tapping the cam and warning other officers, hey, this is on. Seems like a guilty conscience. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Forging Thought. You're supporting my premise right there.
Yeah, well, we seen that with Sonya Massey. We seen that with Sonya Massey, Shabaki. Remember Sonya Massey?
Oh, yes, sir.
Had the camera on. And
yes, sir.
The one that killed her, his partner was like, hey, you fucked up. You left the camera on. But like Uncle Phil said,
left the camera on.
Again, like Uncle Phil said, Black Americans fought for those body cams to even be on with them interactions.
Well, okay, yeah, that is true, Brother Che. Okay, but at the same token, is that when they say, just like what they're saying here about the murder of the brother here in Las Vegas recently, okay, well, it's going to be 3 or 4 months before we can get back on it. Okay, so they're going to alter the body cams. You see what I'm saying?
How can they alter the body cams? I mean, I know they can turn them off and on. How are they going to alter the camera?
Right. Okay, but they could edit it. They could splice it, Brother Che. The week I got my driver's license, regular gas in the North Bay of California hit $2 a gallon. I thought that was bad, but look where we at now. Yeah, precisely. I wish the hell, man, I could get me a good $2 worth of gas out here in Nevada. But it's not as bad as California because out here in Nevada, man, you know, for some gas, man, you'll probably be paying between $3.50 to $4.50 a gallon.
Yeah, that's something about right.
You know.
That's what Denver's at.
And then, okay, but then, now I'm just putting this out here, is that, you know, cars are human. They have feelings. Okay, so when you got some good gas in there that makes your car work good, just keep it in there. But I'm not going to do no free advertisement for none of these oil companies because they got too much damn money. Okay, all right, but however, I will tell you this much. You only go to
drill, baby, drill.
Pilot, drill, baby, drill. It sounds like he's drilling.
Yeah. And we want crystal clear water, twin. We want crystal clear water. The best water available.
Now, just imagine Yasa Negro. Yeah, Skip Gates. Yeah, he's a Yasa boss. You know what I'm saying? Ass scratcher, coon, Uncle Tim Scott. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. My, what a wonderful feeling. See, you know, because Skip Gates places more.
Smile and grinning. Just smile and grinning.
Yeah. And Skip Gates plays more. Okay, no joke. I thought someone was working on a wood lane.
It sounds like
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It's the damn fan. It's the fan on the laptop, y'all. I have a crack right where the fan is. So.
Okay, all right, and then old Skip Gates, you know, Uncle Remus, Uncle Tim Scott, Yasa Boston, you know, Cooney Negro. You know what I mean?
Shop class now.
Now that's another thing, Fortune thought. Now you remember in the schools when you had the wood shop class, you remember when you had the metal shop class, you remember when you had auto mechanics shop class, you remember when you had the electrical shop class. Yeah, old Uncle Remus, zippity doo dah, zippity day. I got plenty of nothing and nothing's plenty for me. I was like, okay, we got a craftsman multitasker on panel right on.
That's what it sounds like, but nah, that's not it.
Yeah, it sound like it sound like you working a lathe, man. It sound like you working a drill. Well, yeah. Okay, yep. I had metal shop and wood shop. No, but that's just it though, Fortune thought. None of the schools have none of the shop classes no more. But they got everybody on the internet, you know, to have all their personal business hijacked. You see what I'm saying? On the internet, putting all kind of data in it, and don't nothing disappear from the internet.
No, once it's on the internet, it's there forever.
Oh, yes, sir. Now, that part right there, they also got rid of auto shop as well. Because you remember at one time, a dude to see a nice-looking girl out there having problems with her car, he'd go up there, you know, and Jimmy rig something, man, to get the car to work, to get her home, and all this old type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but thank all these electric cars and Elon Musk on that whatever with that piece of shit he produced, the 2023 something garbage, man, the Terminator mobile, man, and when them damn electric cars fuck up, man, you know, he got you paying $10,000-$15,000, man, just to turn the motherfucker back on.
Yeah, you gotta see close up at the charging station.
Yeah, but hold on. Last winter in Chicago, people went to his Tesla charging stations, and none of those chargers worked. Now, see, that's a crime against humanity because them people is out there in that cold, okay? And then they can freeze to death. They got need heat in a car. You see what I'm saying? But his old charging stations went on whack, so you know he should be fined, man, about say about $15 billion for him to feel it. You see what I'm saying? You know, to get those people home to their families and to their heat. But while they're getting rid of those shop classes, they sure were quick to put portable classrooms on the outdoor basketball courts to fit 3,600 students and a school designed for 1,500. Yeah, you're right about that, Fortune thought. Yeah, particularly in the East. You know what I'm saying? Particularly in the East, you know. And then I remember, man, in kindergarten, you remember where they would show you the kindergarten, first grade, man, you'd have a sawhorse for you to learn how to saw, how to hammer. You know what I mean? See?
I remember Shabaka. Mac 25 said he didn't hear it. He had the water running.
Oh, okay. Now I'm at 285. Even daycares are on some high school campuses now.
Yeah.
Now I can see that there to a point. Okay, it's because you got women who are having children at 16, 17 years old and things of that nature right there. You see, so I could see having a daycare there on a high school campuses. You see what I'm saying? Because it's still the parents' responsibility, to take care of their children. I graduated in 03 and it's only gotten worse since then.
Oh, you 2 years older than me, Fortune thought. Okay. I see you.
Okay, and 03, okay, you guys are 21st century babies. You know what I'm saying?
I was the class
Generation X.
I was the class of what, 70 something? No.
Yeah, man, I was a class of 77.
77.
During when the Bee Gees was out and Saturday Night Fever. Let me see. And I think in 77, Muhammad Ali made his own film where he starred himself called The Greatest.
Oh, you class of 02 twin? Okay.
Twin Pyramid class of 03, okay. So you all's 21st century young adults, you know what I'm saying? And I sure do pity you guys, is only thing I can say, get them books. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2003 was
okay. And one thing I'll say about you guys, at that time, at the turn of the millennium, y'all didn't have all these transformers in your class with these confused motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Which is disgusting, Joshua and what have you. You know what I mean?
I'm like, this is I seen one of the motherfuckers today that stays in my building. This motherfucker is clearly a dude. Motherfucker like 6 something. Easily like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, and got fist the size of baseball mitts.
Talking about I'm a man. No, the fuck you're not.
No, you're not. Don't forget Star Wars, Shabaka. Oh yeah, I remember Star Wars. That came out there in 1977.
Yeah.
That's 1977.
Okay,
yeah.
85. Okay, I'm 87. Okay.
Yeah, I was born in 85. People say I'm a millennial, and I respond with, "Don't you ever threaten me again." You. Okay. All righty. Okay. Now, here's something that was weird.
Like, why the hell were we born?
Yeah, and here's something that I discovered a few years ago.
That's 2 years before I was born.
85 was a great year. Yeah, that there's when the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When they had the refrigerator and Jim McMahon and Willie Gault.
Isn't that when Run DMC came out too? Or was that 84?
You know what, Brother Che? I think Run DMC came out about 87, 89.
No, I think it was earlier.
Because, wait a minute, wait, whoa, hold on a second, wait a minute.
85, that's when Too Short came out too. Well, he came out in 85.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, because I think that there was when they was making a transition, with the genre of the music, you know what I mean?
We're the last warriors, that's true.
Yeah, the 80s babies, yeah. Okay, but keep in mind, too, is that there's also the crack baby generation, too. And then the crack babies.
They kind of debunked that shit. They said it wasn't.
Yeah, the Bears 85, yeah, they were insane. Yeah, they were. They only lost one game.
Yep.
Terminator came out in 84.
84, twin.
Yeah, Terminator came out in 84, twin. But Terminator, the setting of Terminator was in the year 2025.
Yep, next year.
To 2030.
Yeah.
That's why he had to go back in time. Okay, Fortune thought we had one transvestite in my high school, looked like Terry Bradshaw. It was never talked about, and we weren't forced to learn about pronouns.
Yeah.
That we didn't happen for that wave didn't happen for decades. Now, Forging Thoughts, you're gonna love this one. Okay, no, I'm not calling you guys crack babies, Mac 285. No, sir, I'm not calling you guys crack babies. Okay, but I was just saying, man, is that there, is when a lot of the children were born who were addicted to crack, mainly in the Black community. I remember Terry Bradshaw when he was playing. Terry Bradshaw, old as hell. I remember when Howie Long was playing. He old as hell now, and then these damn Raiders is gonna sit up here and show tonight talking about Raiders glory. Man, that was an insult to my intelligence.
40 years, what glory?
No, well, that's why. Okay, but that's why. I'm upset with the Raiders. Fire the general manager, fire the whole coaching staff. See, now here's what the Chicago Bears did, ladies and gentlemen. When the Chicago Bears lost on Thanksgiving, they fired the head coach the very next day, told his sorry ass and gave him a boot in the ass, is that your services are no longer required. See,
exactly.
Now,
yeah. Or Mac 285. They are
Mac 285. The Raiders. Okay. No, Mac 285. What the Raiders need to do is fire the general manager, fire the assistant general manager, fire the head coach, the assistant head coach, the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, the whole damn coaching staff. Hopefully we'll get the #1 draft pick because we're in the basement. Now, you know what, Mac 285, if we could hire Deion Sanders, sir, I honestly believe if Deion Sanders got approached by the Raiders, and if he took the job and they allow him,
you're not getting prime time.
And if he could bring his coaching staff there from Boulder, Colorado, man, that would be beautiful. Or bring Deion, bring half of the staff, maybe not Terry Bradshaw, maybe more Tex Cobb. Oh, God.
Colorado, they said they want to play for the Broncos, Chicago, not for the Raiders.
Man. Shiloh Sanders says Hill will bring the Raiders a championship. When in 2100 Twin Pyramid? He will in 2100. Okay, Twin, I can see that about 20. Tex Cobb is even what? Gentlemen, Tex Cobb was a former heavyweight contender, okay? And he had fought, I'm trying to remember who he fought, but he lost every round. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. It wasn't Larry Holmes. I forgot who he fought.
Larry Holmes looking
but Tex Cobb, he went up there, man, and he got beat to a pulp, but he got paid. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Tex Cobb is Tex Cobb. You know what I'm saying? Larry Holmes wasn't it. Now, the thing about Larry Holmes is that he had a fight with a guy by the name of Ronaldo Snipes.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo Snipes decked Holmes with a clean right cross. Okay? And then Holmes had got up and stumbled into the ball.
Charles Oakley.
A girl that looked like Charles Oakley. Damn. Ooh, well, okay. All righty. So Ronaldo Snipes, you know, he protested. But one thing, after that fight with Larry Holmes, I don't think Ronaldo Snipes ever got to fight again. But you can go to BoxRec and pull him up. Yeah, you know, Ronaldo Snipes, yeah. Yeah.
I know you said you got to leave at the 2-hour mark, so that's in 20 minutes. So we're going to go to the next
Yes, sir. Yeah.
is the sister wants to know why in the hell, a black woman wants to know if FBAs will stop inviting other groups to the cookout. I would hope so. I would really hope so.
Well, only thing I could say about that is this. There was a guy who made a statement about 1963, I believe, where he had stated that integration was infiltration. And he had also stated that you civil rights worker called me a demagogue, you called me a hater, but you Uncle Tom's that's sitting at a lunch counter and begging a white man for a cup of coffee. Yeah, sitting at a lunch counter begging for a cup of coffee.
I know, and it was forced upon him.
I had him right where I wanted him. If I would have had another 14 or 17 rounds, I would have won that fight, Randall. Yeah, well, after that fight, man, okay, Fortune thought after that fight, they were required, to take him to the hospital.
Get off with that.
Oh, yeah, Mac 285. Yeah, she was on tilt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she can go drive a Google car.
Yeah, don't let nobody take your power now, Mac 285.
Yeah, maybe Kamala can go drive a Google car. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so the sister wants to know if FBAs will stop inviting other groups to the cookout.
Okay, now, let's see what's this name.
This imaginary cookout that everybody have talked about, it's been so cringe in that conversation for years. Anytime you see one of the folks dance or
get a woman's
maybe
job.
they can dance on beat, and
well,
that's
Kamala has another.
Or are they trying to, speaking of black sense, some of you low vibrational, silly black people will say, we need to invite them to the cookout. But after this election, a lot of black people starting to open their eyes and wake up about their little friends, right? They've been inviting. Let's check this out.
Are we done inviting everyone and their mother to the cookout because they can sing with a little soul? Because they can dance and entertain you? Are we done yet for inviting people that can do the same thing that we do, the greatest, and we're impressed because they can do it too? Are we done? I hope so.
Well, see, I've been on that. Like I'm not trying to invite you in my circle like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is how I feel. We don't even have enough people within our community to even invite to a quote unquote cookout. We need to be making relationships with the black community. If I'm gonna make relationships, I'm gonna make with the black community. I'm gonna holler at brothers and sisters that immigrate here. I'll make some relationships with them, but I'm going to just stick within the diaspora. Now, I understand there's individuals who are cool from different communities. I'm cool with people from different communities, but notice I said individuals. I don't get excited if they can sing or dance or whatever because I don't need to be entertained. That doesn't impress me. That's like saying I'm impressed that my dog can bark. I'm not impressed by that. Okay, so you can dance, so you can sing, so you got a black sense. So you only date black people. You don't date nobody else. Okay. I mean, that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. But some black people, what they do, they feel like, oh, they cool because they can do that. But really, when the rubber meets the road, like an election or to maintain white supremacy, they show you, I like y'all food and I like hanging around y'all and I date y'all and I may even marry y'all. But I'm still committed to making sure that white privilege and white supremacy is maintained.
That's right.
And that's what screwed some black people up. That's why Neely Fuller said a long time ago.
Mac 285, you got me on that.
If you lay down with the folks, you're gonna be in utter confusion because you won't understand how they can lay down with you, have children with you, and still get out that bed and want to maintain white supremacy. You understand? Because it's bigger than their personal pleasure, their love life, whatever. It's bigger than that for them. They understand if they don't keep white supremacy going, they don't keep white privilege going, then what else they going to have in the world? Because you got to think about it, they're outnumbered in this world. They are a global minority. and they know they have to protect that at all costs. So it's way bigger than you. It's very rare you'll meet one of them, and I can say rare, a minority, and I've seen a minority of them even in my personal life, as really will reject white supremacy, reject white privilege. You know what I'm saying? But they are in the gross minority.
Them I tell them
the majority,
white privilege for
and I didn't say the majority have anti-black views. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the majority wants to maintain white supremacy and white privilege, period. And if you haven't figured that out yet, that's why some of y'all be tripping out. Why these white women vote this way? They want to maintain white supremacy and white privilege, period. No matter how much they complain about their man, their privilege and their supremacy is way bigger than the issues they have with their man. And that's why some black folks will find out the hard way. See, I understand it. I get it. I don't understand how you don't get it, some of you. I don't get it. Why you wrestle with that? You better understand that, but you know, you have to keep finding out the hard way, I guess.
Emancipation meeting.
Oh, there's 1985 right there. 1985. Yeah, what you got? All right, what are your thoughts, Shabaka, on
Okay, let's see what they was talking about 1985, see if it'll bring back some memories. Okay.
There's an area called Blood Mountain. The pilots know where to drop our load, and then we just go and get it.
Where's the duffel? It's the new O'Shea Jackson movie, Jr. His son is in this.
Okay.
No, don't eat that, don't eat that. Let's see what kind of effect that has on me.
The bear. It did cocaine.
The bear swallowed a whole brick, y'all. Yeah,
A bear did cocaine.
I think they had a film called Prophecy at that time.
Beth, we should
Straight up! What's wrong with that bear?
Hell no. Cocaine bear, y'all.
Cocaine bear.
I know, twin.
Wow.
Hell is right. Shabaka wanted to see it though.
Exactly.
I better
what
see
the shit? Yeah, what is that shit? I better see some light up LA Gear sneakers.
I got those.
Yeah, 85 was on fire. I think they did have some sneakers with some lights on them.
Yeah, those were the LA Gear.
Yeah, and I think so then the cell phones and the laptops and all that shit was was on the drawing board at that time. Cocaine bear was a real thing, but the real cocaine bear just died. Damn.
Damn.
Okay. All right.
About the sister that said
of the bear.
FBAs are gonna stop inviting other groups to the cookout.
Okay. Well, what it is, sir, as I stated, is that they need to do that. We got to build something strictly for us.
Blow and die. True story.
True story, huh? Okay. And okay, what it is that this is where you start having environmental hazards on where there was raising a conscience on that, because I do recall a film called Prophecy of where a bear was mutated due to all the pollution that was going off into the water, contaminating the water the bear drinks, contaminating the fish that the bear eat. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but we
and then
that wasn't even the topic. The topic was talking about stop inviting these other people to the cookout.
Okay, brother Chase, say that again, sir, because the fan was on.
The cookout, Shabaka. When are we gonna stop inviting these other groups to the cookout?
Oh yeah. Oh, we need to stop that immediately. Okay, it's because what it is They're just doing infiltrating, you know what I'm saying? And then what they're trying to do is to destabilize our family unit and our community unit as a whole, because we don't even have a sense of community. Okay, you know, everybody wants to come with this. What is that? DEI, diversity, equality, and inclusion.
Equity, inclusion.
Yeah, diversity, equity, inclusion. Okay, but you see, that's a counterman to our progress. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it doesn't benefit us.
And just like Brother Che, you knew that dude that we had to kick off the air, man. He's talking about he's 35 years old. I want to make all that money, and you know, that ain't like what it is. And when he made that statement, that it ain't like the way it used to be, I knew he didn't know what he was talking about. So it's not that I was putting that man down, but the only thing I knew was that man did not know what he was talking about. That's like me getting up here on this. Yeah, Kamala never should have been there in the first place. I'm talking about Mac 285. If she's gonna wash greens in a bathtub, man, what does that tell you? Right. Greens in a bathtub where you wash your funky, nasty, stinking ass, and you're gonna put greens in there. And no. Dude was talking mad shit. Okay,
so we got 5 more minutes. So Shabaka, the next topic is about the Congressional Black Caucus. And,
the Congressional Black Caucus, to quote the words of Al Pacino in a movie called And Justice for All, every last one of them deserved to go right straight to fucking jail.
You remember that clown? He was talking all kinds of shit.
Yeah, the Congressional Black Caucus, just like Sister was saying, you know, the other night, I forgot her name. Okay, they there to, I'm not going to use the word buffer, but they're there to stall legitimate and rightful legislation for Black folks to get some true equality. Huh?
Historic African Shabaki. That's what makes up the Congressional Black Caucus. A bunch of immigrants.
Okay, well, see, okay, Chef's computer sounds like Trump's construction site. They
trying to minimize it, but it keeps fucking up.
Okay, now if we can get that construction site to be bouncing a wrecking ball off that Trump building they got on the Las Vegas Strip. That'd be great news. Okay. So the Congressional Black Caucus, they're nothing but overseers. You the boss. You know, actually, I hate to use the term, as Brother Malcolm had stated, the Congressional Black Caucus ain't nothing but a bunch of house niggas. And you go up there and tell them, let's escape. Let's escape. Let's run away. And the Congressional Black Caucus will sit there, man, you must be crazy. What's better than what we got here? The counterman righteous progress force to circumvent, you know, somebody who will come up there with real solutions. Now, to me, the only righteous Black congressman that you had that was for Black people was a dude by the name of Adam Clayton Powell, but you saw what they did to him.
Yeah, what about John Conyers?
Okay, John Conyers, they, because Rashida Tlaib is the one that took over his seat, but John Conyers, you know, he did introduce the reparations bill. They kept stalling it. Then all of a sudden what they had wanted to do with John Conyers is that they was trying to smear him with one of these bimbos. Because he didn't rest on the reparations, man. He kept it up in their face. He definitely kept it up in their face. Okay, Shay's laptop is saying drill, baby, drill.
That's exactly what it's saying.
Hey, Mac 285. So in other words, his laptop is saying just win, baby, just win. Mac, he's only got a few more terms.
No, just keep rebuilding. Just keep rebuilding. Just keep rebuilding. Been rebuilding for 40 years.
Okay, but what it is that I think those clowns, man, they came up 1972. Wait a minute. Okay, 1972, the Watergate. Yeah, I think they came up about 1972. You say, and they more or less to keep us in the political situation that we're in. Okay, so these are nothing more than the Congressional Black Caucus, Uncle Sam's house niggas, to make sure niggas are not getting
And
restless.
the tether, Sabake. You keep forgetting the tether part. They're about to damn
tethers. Tethers. Yeah, so they want us all to go out there and play tetherball, right? Okay. And then talking about this is black progress and all this old type of crap, you know what I'm saying? And what they doing is telling the black community, to quote Malcolm, like when he said about the house, Negro, what's better than what we got here?
Yep. And a lot of them are immigrants, Shabaka, so they don't have no allegiance to us at all. Oh, Kahari's in the building. Salute, Kahari.
Hey, brother Kahari, what's up with you, man? All right, what's up, brother Kahari? No tether ball for us. That's right, Mac 285. You know what I'm saying?
We cutting the string,
yeah,
man. 285. Cutting that goddamn string.
Yep.
Ain't gonna keep tethering off.
Yeah, and brother Che, man, you know what I'm saying? He's up there, doing construction work. It sounds like. Okay, I gotta. Okay, all right. Okay, Fortune thought. Okay, tether game's over. Yeah, right on. Yeah, it's over, man. And Winloo says he's just chilling. Yeah, man, I'm chilling out here in 46 degrees.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Fortune. Appreciate you coming through.
Okay. All right, and take care, Fortune Thought, and definitely check with us, man, in our chat room, man, on the special edition we're doing on Wednesday night. Okay, we got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? And it's no nonsense, okay? On Tuesday night, we're yet to produce the episode. That there will probably happen. It will probably get produced before the end of tomorrow night for our Tuesday night show. You see what I mean? So I'll get with Brother Che, on that. And we're not allowing tethers. We're not allowing ass scratchers and yassa bosses. Go see Uncle Tim Scott. Go see the Congressional Black Caucus. Yeah, but we don't have time for that. Win, lose. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely take note of that there, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to get a lot of callers. Is because we're going to be downloading our episodes to move to our next house because, as we all know, Blog Talk is shutting down permanently. But also, too, Brother Che, there's some we got some back episodes on Spotify.
Oh yeah,
that I came across.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah. So go to Spotify and Google us. Okay. We got some back episodes on that. Okay. And then too, black women, you know what I'm saying? Keep that black girl. Yes, sir. Mac 285. That there's a special edition. Yes, sir. But we will also be having our Tuesday night edition as well, too, Mac 285. And that will be produced tomorrow. Because, I'm just out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cold out here. I'm on meds, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, we at 46 degrees, man. We less than 10 degrees. Wait a minute. We 14 degrees away from freezing ourselves.
It's 34 right now, Sabaka.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you guys, if snow comes down, it's going to be non-sticky.
No,
yeah.
It's not going to snow for like a whole nother week.
Man, in Colorado, man, you guys could snow, have thunder and lightning and 100-degree temperature and all in one day. I experienced it.
Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then also too, and the show will be rated G for the special edition. Okay. Anybody come up there acting stupid, eject button will be in effect. Sarge is not allowed. Joe Gibson's not allowed. You know what I'm saying? And what have, because we're not gonna, our saboteurs, and our haters come on Tuesday night. You know what I mean? But on Wednesday night, no. They say not on Wednesday night.
Okay, so
Tuesday night.
2-hour mark. So give us your closing statement on your way out.
Okay, my closing statement is on the way out, man. You need to turn that drill off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Drill, damn fan. It's the cooler fan.
Yeah, Mac 285. Yeah. Okay. And Joe Smith was pissing me off.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Mac 285.
You talking about Joe Gibson?
Oh yeah. I know he was Mac 285, but that's why we give him the business. You know what I'm saying? And then when he comes up there, him and Sarge. Yeah, man. Rain all upside their intellectual domes, man. You know what I'm saying? Back them up. You know what I mean?
And that fool was running for office in North Carolina. That fool was running for office in North Carolina. Lady Chase said she's gonna tell all people in North Carolina don't vote for him. He didn't even know about the Wilmington massacre. How the hell you gonna run for office in North Carolina and not know about the Wilmington massacre?
And then there you go. And then also too, Brother Che, the case of Joanne Little.
Yeah, he didn't know about Joanne Little.
Yeah, he didn't even know about the case of Joanne Little.
Was the Scottsboro boys was in
that happened in North Carolina?
Was the Scottsboro boys? Scottsboro boys, was that in South Carolina or North Carolina?
I think it was South. Joe and Sarge are twins. Yeah, twin, they're gonna get the business, man. Once again, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get the business. And them some facts right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Shabaka Shankoy for Frontline Black News and Shabaka's Black Experience. And I'm gonna bid y'all good night from Sin City. And I'm going right straight to friggin' bed because I'm not going out driving tonight because it's still the Thanksgiving weekend and these fools are good and loaded out here.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the first day. It's after midnight here. So it's December 1st.
Oh, okay. So, also too, let me say this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the significant date of December the 1st, 1955. That day is the day when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus in Montgomery, Alabama.
Correct, I said correct. He said we don't need any more Joes.
No, we don't need any more Joes in office. Because, Mac 285, because see, right on, Mac, and Twin Pyramid, peace to y'all. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, with the dump, as in human shit, and I want to make that perfectly clear. Okay, he's telling you where he's coming from. At least he is honest about how he feels toward us. You see? And then not to mention, J.D. Vance. Yeah. JD. Yeah. So he's going to be running the Senate, okay? Because as you know, the vice president in his normal function presides over the Senate. Yeah. And I'm going to sit there and I just want to know just how loaded Kamala is going to be in the middle of January, where she has to sit up there and do the electoral vote count, saying that the dump, as in human shit, stole the election, rigged the election, whatever. I don't care. You see, I don't care. And I'm sorry to say that, but like I said, though, with me getting up here in my final years, you see what I'm saying? The only thing I could do, folks, is just relate the information that I lived through to your generation so y'all can make the proper generations when y'all get up into my age group. the generations after you. And hopefully they won't be having dudes going out there. Huh?
The proper decisions, Shabaki.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to
She was
say.
definitely voted back to 85.
Yeah, man. Yeah. She was drunk, you know, and what have you, you know, and whatnot, you know, and who knows, man. Maybe she is getting that courage juice up, man, to go back to her former profession, if you know what I mean.
All right, Shabaki. Have a good night.
Okay, man, and I'll touch bases with you tomorrow, man. And put them ponies in a barn, man.
No, we're gonna put them at the top of the division. So.
Man, put the ponies in a barn, man. You guys are going to get smashed by Kansas City. You know it. I know it. The Chiefs knows it, and the whole NFL knows it.
The Chiefs just barely beat us. They blocked the field goal, Shabaki. They easily could have.
Sir.
And
listen to me when I tell you that.
Y'all could have beat them scrubs the other day, and y'all fumbled at the last minute. Yeah.
Well, that's why. Okay, is that they need to fire the coach, the whole coaching staff, and send them on their way. Now, look what the Chicago Bears did. They made the right decision. They had the Lions beat. You see what I'm saying? So what did the Bears do, you know, after that fuck up? They said, Coach, go clear out your desk, man. Your services are no longer required. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be great news if the Raiders could get Deion Sanders out here to coach.
Keep on dreaming on that.
No, that'd be great news.
Yeah.
That'd be great news. Great news. Great news. All right, folks, I'm out. Everybody have a nice night. Okay, definitely check out our like page at Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced to give you the latest updates on what we're doing, you know, with videos and stuff like that.
285 said,
yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You're fired. Trump's voice. Give him his pay and show him the door, you know? It's that simple. It only takes 2 words. Those right there.
Well,
that speaks a whole paragraph, a whole diatribe of bullshit. You're making it very plain. You're fired.
Yeah.
Turn in your car keys. Turn in your keys to the locker room. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Locks on the door like they did Amorosa.
Oh. Yeah, all that. But you saw what they did with Amorosa. They physically threw her out.
Security.
Chris Ryan. Security. Yeah, just say security. You know?
Like Uncle Phil used to throw out Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah. And then also, too, ladies and gentlemen, I saw a video clip, and this is going to be the last comment that was kind of interesting. Does everybody remember the movie with Lynn Winfield and Martin Lawrence called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
Yes.
Okay, you know, in the movie, old Martin wanted to be the player and stuff like that, and the woman was trying to tell him in a nice way when she started loosening up, is that, you know, that she had a case because her husband was cheating on her. That should have been a warning sign. You know what I'm saying? You know. And Lynn Whitfield definitely deserved the Oscar for that role right there, because I honestly thought Lynn Whitfield was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In that movie there, yeah, she definitely deserved the Oscar for that one right there.
Her in the tub trying to execute on the shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, they say hell has no fury like a woman scorned. And then when she was in his house cooking him breakfast and he put his hands on her, and you saw the look in her eye when she says, "Hey, you messed over the wrong woman." And then, the scene where old boy man went to jail, okay, Did he come out the jailhouse? And that really wasn't a jailhouse. That was the steps of the Los Angeles City Hall. That's what happens when you grow up in LA. And his car was sitting out there, man, with all the wheels gone and what have you.
On bricks.
Sitting there on bricks. I said, damn, boy, she had his car stripped. You know what I mean? And then over there in the Crenshaw district, in Leimert Park, you know, where Roger Lee Mosley was the owner of the nightclub, and she blew up the nightclub.
Yeah, she blew the nightclub up. Yep.
Yeah. I could take you right there, ladies and gentlemen, to where they filmed that scene at. And then also, too, ladies and gentlemen, in my old age, if I get some strength, I might decide to do morbid tours of Los Angeles. Hey, we could take it to where the Charles Manson case happened at. We could take you there to where the O.J. Simpson case happened at. We could take you to the same corner where they beat the shit out the truck driver, Reginald Denny. We could also take you out there, man, you know, the Lakeview Terrace, right there in Foothill Division, man, right by Hanson Dam, where they made Rodney King famous at. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Morbid tours of Los Angeles. If anybody might want to invest off in that venture, get with Brother Che and let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna bitch about a good night, y'all.
All right, I'm out later from Sin City, and everybody's here. You know what I'm saying? Just look at Goodfellas. You know, everybody's here. All right, I'm out. Okay, Brother Che, talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
So getting back to the CBC, Congressional Black Caucus members claim that Trump's mass deportation efforts are going to harm Black Americans, or Black people.
Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and get started. The Congressional Black Caucus is what we're going to discuss tonight because that's, you know, hey, that's, you know how it is with them. So let me go on and get this up here. We're going to have this discussion and see if some of you agree with this on this particular article here that we're going to look at with the Congressional Black Caucus. The CBC members see Trump's mass deportation promises as an affront to Black Americans. Let's ask a question. If you had family that trace all the way back to slavery in America, and your family has the lineage of slavery, and all your family members that you can remember has been here, are you really worried about mass deportations? Yes or no? I'm just curious about that because maybe they're saying something that I'm just misinformed about. And maybe y'all can correct me. But are y'all really caring about mass deportations as Black Americans who can trace their ancestors all the way back to slavery and even trace your ancestors even back to the continent? Some of you have even done that. But are you worried about it? I'm just curious, are you worried? Because it seems like the Congressional Black Caucus says that Trump promising mass deportation is the front to Black Americans, okay? Because it has nothing to do with me, and none of my family members going to get deported. You know, I mean, so what are we talking about here? But this is the problem right here. No doubt in my mind, there will be immigrants of African descent that are in the crosshairs of what he's planning to do. Most African people of African descent, for the most part, are here legally because they don't let them come over illegally too much. Now, maybe some of them came underneath this Biden hustle, but the majority of them actually come legally, way more than those that come from Latin America. So I don't know like what she's talking about. But let's continue here. So this is wrote by Tinashe Shingarande, and that's definitely not an American name. I'm talking about the last name for sure. Then they said Trump's announcement Monday night that he plans to impose tariffs on China, Canada, and Mexico is the latest evidence that he plans to govern just as he promised. And if that's the case, lawmakers have a good reason to worry about Trump's mass deportation plans. Why? I'm trying to figure that out. And I don't know if y'all been following this situation with Trump by Canada and Mexico with the tariffs. Have y'all been following that? Let's talk about that real quick. It's quite interesting. And I'm liking every bit of it. So Trump had came out and said, look, if Mexico and Canada, they don't get this immigration deal going on and fix that, and if they in Mexico don't stop the drugs from coming in and all of that, then this is what I'm about to do. I'm going to put a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada, right? Until they fix that issue and problem. If they fix it or make a deal with me, I won't do it. Okay, cool.
I'll email you the link.
So then the new Mexican president, she come out, run off in her mouth in the letter, trying to say, oh, well, if you do it to us, we're going to do one in kind and all of that. And she'll just run off in her mouth about, because it's the need of drugs in America. That's why the drugs is it hurts my country, and all the guns y'all ship down here to the cartels, or we don't make guns. And she was doing all her talk, and then she ended up calling Trump. So then Trump get on social media after that and say, hey, we got a good conversation. She said she's going to basically eventually help me close the border. And then she comes out, no, I didn't say all that. Now, it's fun. It's quite funny because at least the Mexican president got to play both sides. Because in other words, she got to play good with Trump, but at the same time, she better play ball with the cartel, because the only reason she's the president is because she's been approved by the cartel. Because if you have not been approved by the cartel, you won't be there very long. That's just the way it goes in Mexico. Now, you go to Canada. Canada is definitely a different situation. Now, Canada don't have the cartels and all that mess going on. But Canada is really struggling financially. I didn't really know that. I was talking to Emma about some of that. The Canadian dollar is down right now. I think it's 71 cents to every $1 American dollar right now. Emma has showed me some videos where they had some jobs like at McDonald's, and you seen wraparound lines trying to get jobs at McDonald's of all places, right? I was like, wow. I said, this looks like some of the videos I've seen out of South Africa, where they have a couple of jobs and you see 10,000 people show up for a couple of jobs. It's like that, literally, in Canada. Emma showed me what a pack of chicken costs over there. It's crazy. It is crazy. Like the amount of money they spending on food over there. So then Trump talking about, I'm gonna put a 25% tariff. And so what ended up happening with that? Justin Trudeau, the prime minister, and you gotta understand, Canada is a country, let's say like if the Democrats controlled all America, that would be Canada. That would be the equivalent, what Canada is. So Justin Trudeau, what I found out, the prime minister, I didn't know this, he flew to Mar-a-Lago. So he went over there hollering at Trump. And I'm laughing at some of this stuff. And I'm saying, man, Biden's a sitting president, and then nobody even cared about Biden. Nobody cared about Biden the whole time he's been in office. But Trump made one little post online, and it flips them all out. And I don't know. I like people like that can make people move. I like that. Say what you want. So when they say about Trump, then, and this is the deal about Trump. When you let your yes be yes and your no be no, that's why people fear him. And that's something you should really, the Bible teach about that. Let your yes be yes, no be no. So what these politicians better realize is that people like somebody who say, I'm going to do this and do it. Like all these politicians like Kamala and Biden, yeah, when I get in office, we're going to get that George Floyd bill done. We're going to fix that for black folks. And then they get in office, oh, man, I couldn't do it. But you said you was going to do it. We voted for you. But versus when Trump say he going to do something, he usually gets it done. You know what I'm saying? And I think the American people need to have that standard for every politician that comes on after Trump. Like, hey, if you tell me you're going to do it, you better do it or you're out of there. Don't let them lie to you no more. The standard that Trump is setting, it should be the standard for all politicians. Now, speaking of that, I don't know why y'all Democrats keep floating AOC to run against, I guess it would be J.D. Vance. I'm telling you, AOC will lose worse than Kamala. Ain't nobody going to vote for that woman. That woman crazy. But let's continue. All right. So they say among other groups in Congress most anxious about it is the Congressional Blacc Caucus. Why? Why are you anxious about Trump and deportation? Okay, let's continue. The CBC members aren't just opposed to Trump's immigration policy. Immigration don't affect Black Americans, but see, I told y'all that's been a problem. How are you going to have a Congressional Black Caucus and they're not even worrying about the issues of Black Americans? They don't talk about reparations. They don't talk about an anti-Black hate crime bill. They don't talk about Black children's education. They don't talk about giving our kids and opportunities. They're not talking about helping our brothers and sisters coming out of jail that's incarcerated to help them get back into society. They're not talking about any of that. They're talking about immigration. They're talking about immigration. They say they're uniquely concerned about how Trump's immigration policy would hit Black communities. The community I came from, where I was born and raised in, it wouldn't bother them at all. They say on a personal level, many CBC members are related to foreign-born immigrants, so there's particular distress. But there's also an easiness about their constituents. And see, this is, and people like Ilhan Omar, people like that, who said that she's going to advocate for Somalia. She should have been gone, but she's not going to be gone because she's surrounded by her community and she's protected by them. But when you talk about reparations, right, and things like that, people that's foreign born, they don't notice they never advocate for it. Why? Because they couldn't get it. Let's say Representative Sheila Sherfilis McCormick, they say the first and only representative of Haitian American descent in Congress, told notice that her constituents have gone into complete panic mode and have been inundating her office with calls. They said we have a lot of fear, especially in South Florida. They said you have so many recipients of humanitarian parole who are actually here for valid reasons, but they're just becoming scared. They say other CBC members told notice they fear Trump's approach to immigration policy is so extreme it could displace individuals who are actually documented. That's not what they were saying they're going to do. They said that they're going to go after people that were criminals, the people that had deportation orders first. They say they're also worried about how much harder Black immigrants' social lives would be, given that Trump peddled false conspiracy theories about Haitian immigrants killing and eating pets over the summer. Okay, let's talk about that. Nobody's even talking about that no more. People, most of it was a laugh, ha ha ha, as a joke, but to take that seriously, nobody took that seriously. So why is she even bringing it up and talking about it? That's number one. Number two, if you have temporary protected status, it's called temporary. Okay, temporary. That means you should have tried to figure out a way to get out of temporary and to get your green card. If I'm a immigrant that come here, right? The first thing I'm gonna do, if I get any kind of visa and I want to stay, I want to make sure to get my green card. That's what I want to do. I want to get my green card so I can stay. And I will do whatever I got to do to make sure I get my green card. Okay, that's exactly what I'll do. Wonder who that was at my door. But anyway, so why y'all so distressed about Trump? Trump not really going after. I ain't hear him mention a bunch of Haitians, but I mean, Florida, I mean, it's a lot of Cubans too he can go after. There's a lot of them. And why not? I hear a lot of Black people say they're gonna be calling ICE. They say they're gonna be calling ICE and saying, hey, they over here. Because like I said before, if it was us, people have no problem pointing out Black people. How many times have we said that? They have no problem pointing out us when we do something wrong. Okay, now Yak Diesel says off topic. Okay, what happened exactly at Turkey Leg Hut over in Houston? Is it just Houston location that's closed? Hate to see this happen to Turkey Leg Hut. They first of all that stuff started going bad when they ended up getting a divorce. Once they got divorced, he got out the business. There was some debts that was owed. They ended up filing bankruptcy. The landlord ended up terminating the lease of the building. All that money they was making, and he did not go buy their own building. I will say this, Black folk, if you're leasing somewhere and you got a very, very, very successful business, please save your money up so you can get a down payment to get your own building that's yours that you can build up yourself. Get some business financing and build your own spot. You don't want to lease forever because the landlord do control that. He can kick you out. She can kick you out at the end of your lease. They can terminate a lease if you violate an agreement. So get your stuff done. Once that marriage is broken up, now I heard infidelity in his marriage. I heard some domestic issues. Just I'm telling you what I've heard. But yeah, I mean, it said that he was trying to start something else in Houston, the husband on his own. They're not married anymore, but yeah, that's just kind of what happened with that. But continuing back to the main subject matter. Now they said, no doubt in my mind that there will be immigrants of African descent. They are in the crosshairs of what he planned on doing. Representative Yvette Clarke, who's also in the co-chair of the Haiti Caucus. Okay, so you got a whole Haiti Caucus on the Hill. Yvette Clarke, Haiti Caucus. Okay. You want to make sure something is done in the Haiti Caucus, but the Black Caucus, we can't get nothing done. We once again, see, I told y'all, this is why Black Americans don't get nowhere. I'm telling you right now, Black American voters, it's not just the Democrats you got to focus on. I told y'all that Black politician and that Black preacher has been the greatest thorn on our side in our community. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell y'all that. The Black preacher, the Black politician. What we need done is we need a list of all the Congressional Black Caucus members, those who ride with Black Americans and those who don't. Those who don't, they behind need to be gone in 2026. Black folk need to look at if they in your district, say, oh, he's here, she's here. Oh, I'm voting them out. Or if there's nobody you can vote out, then say, you know what? I ain't voting for none of them. Because forget that. These Congressional Black Caucus members need to go. This is why we don't get nowhere. She's what we're worrying about. I'm telling you, the majority of the immigrants that was brought in here was not African immigrants or Caribbean immigrants. It was immigrants from Latin America. They said, and I don't know if legal or illegal, they said about 2 million or so Black immigrants here in America. But they say they didn't brought in 13 to 20 million from Latin America. Trump worried about them. He's not worried about the Black immigrants like that. I'm telling you, he's really not. Now, say for members like Representative Sidney Kamala Dove, it said the fact that immigration conversation is so focused on the Latino community miss that Black people will also be significantly affected. See, this is what I'm talking about right there. Other groups don't care when we're going to be affected by anything. They only care about when they're affected. If nothing happens to them, they say to hell with everybody else. I don't care, as long as my community is not affected. But here you go, trying to crowbar that political Black and brown stuff. And we know politically there's no such thing as no Black and brown. That was Black folks. Brown did not ask to join with nobody. So you can't even get mad at them. I don't even know why people get mad at them in this election. All the Latinos did it. The Latinos never asked you to join with them for anything as a group. I'm not saying individuals, but they never asked you politically to join with them as a group. They never say, let's sit at the table. Their organizations have never said, let's join up, let's do this. No. That were Black folks doing that. Because Black folks, I'm sorry, but Black folks is some of you are pathetic. You don't want to work with your own. We got 40 some odd million Black Americans. You mean to tell me we can't work with them? You got to go beg other groups. Well, we need allies. No. Somebody got to want to be your ally. Somebody got to want to work with you. It's not on the Latinos to work with Black Americans. Let's think about it. The Latinos' causes is nothing to do with us. And our causes is nothing to do with them. There's no intersectionality there. You understand? We're not trying to improve the race. We're not trying to do that. We don't look at improving the race by getting with a white person. That doesn't improve our race. We don't think like that. We focusing on reparations. We're not trying to assimilate into whiteness. We're not trying to call ourselves white. I'm a white American. I'm not Black. I'm white. I'm Black, but put white on my thing on race. So ethnicity put Black, but white on no Black American is saying we want to be labeled as white. LULAC fought for them to be labeled as white. That's LULAC did that. Now, I'm not saying all Latinos agree with it because I don't need y'all writing me. Because I feel I don't agree with that. I don't write me. I'm just telling you what your organization's done. Your LULAC, the what is it? The League of Latin or the League of Latin Americans, something like that. You know, they say it's the largest organization, right? But they fought to be labeled, to put the white on there. And you could say, well, I've had Latinos say, well, the LULAC people's like what you call like the boule in the black community, the uppity Latinos. Okay, I get it. They're not the working class Latinos. I get it. Because I have Latinos that watch our program all the time.
Latin America.
And I've met some of you that love the program. I get that they're the uppity Latinos. But y'all gonna have to deal with uppity Latinos like we have to deal with our uppity blacks. Putting that on y'all about white, then y'all gonna have to deal with y'all uppity Latinos. That's y'all issue. But our issue is we got our own issues and problems that we got to deal with in Black America, and Latinos did not ask us to join up on anything because we won't deal with immigration. They do, right? They have homelands, right? Mexico, El Salvador. They, you know what I'm saying? They speak a different language. So many different things that we don't have. Listen, we were born and bred here. We built this country from scratch. Sure, we all have African descent. Yes, we can try to trace ancestors all the way back. And if you say, I ain't know it, listen, I'm not arguing with you. We live in a country that says that it's 100 different genders. So if you want to pick something today, I'm not going to argue. I don't argue with people. I don't argue with people about nothing. Call yourself a dog if you want to. Don't care. That's not what I'm here to do. I don't have that kind of time. But we have to focus on our community, what we got going on. We got to fix home first. Like they say, you can't help other people if you don't fix home first. That's been Black folks' problem. You can't fix home, then you get so-called representation, and then they want to focus on everybody else except home. That's why we have to, not just the Democrats, because y'all, so what Black folks are doing now, they focus so much on the Democrat Party and the basic white people. And white Democrats are not, they part of the problem, but they have not been the biggest problem. The biggest problem has been the Black Democrat, the Black boule Democrat, which most of them are. And some of y'all don't want to put feet to the fire at these Black folks. My thing is this: if you're not doing for Black people, I look at you no different than some racist. I look at you like an anti-Black racist. Matter of fact, I believe we should be harder on the Congressional Black Caucus than even Biden or any of them. Because listen, we get where Biden's coming from, but hold on, you're supposed to be Black. And let's say if you immigrate here, you're supposed to be, I think, 20 toes down, because look, you know, the sacrifices we made a lane for you to come here. And so you should be really involved to make sure that everybody's good in Black America too, because that's going to benefit you. Why aren't you trying to make sure Black America's good? Because if you Black America's good, you're going to be good, right? So that is offensive if somebody come in here from a Black nation and you trying to work against Black America, and you wouldn't have got here, it wouldn't been for Black Americans. You wouldn't be enjoying your life, it wouldn't be for Black Americans. And then some people say, why people had this conversation about Africa? Let me say something about this. Yes, I saw what DeVito said. And I know Wangel reported on it, and Victor, who lives in Nigeria, reported on it. But this is what I'm going to say. Some of the worst commentary about Africa I've ever heard came from African immigrants, all first generation. DeVito is first generation, Nigeria, okay? What DeVito said about Nigeria, me personally, I shook my head about it. Now, of course, you're going to have some Black Americans that don't really travel and know no better in what they're saying. He right. Like, have you been in Nigeria? Most people say no. I haven't even been in Nigeria yet. I'm going next year, but I haven't been as of yet, right? But from what I talk to Nigerians about and see some of the problems in Nigeria, this is my issue when I hear people talking like that, DeVito and others. How come white people keep going over there? Every time I go to an African continent, it's a bunch of white people. It's Asians. It's East Indians. But the planes are full of them. So while DeVito sitting in Atlanta talking about how horrible Nigeria is, the white folks And matter of fact, last time when I was going to Johannesburg, they have a flight to Lagos from Atlanta to Lagos. And I looked and I didn't know that was a Lagos flight. And I looked over and I seen a lot of white people. So how is it all these white people going to Lagos? But if I go in Atlanta, go to Lagos, but you're silly behind talking about, oh, well, dude, that's when I don't listen to people. Now, white people didn't want to go, and the Asians and everybody else didn't want to go, then I say, okay. And then, yeah, I'm going to say that because they see value. I know how these other groups move. They see value in those places while y'all don't. While you try to run to America and camp up in America, what you're supposed to do is come here, make your bag, take it back to your homeland and benefit in your homeland. But no, y'all want to parlay and just sit here in America and don't be no benefit to your brothers and sisters back home. That's the only thing I'm saying. But anyway, that stuff gets on my nerves. I'm not even from Nigeria. But it gets on my nerves when I hear them saying that, and the white folks every day going over there, opening up businesses. They living like kings and queens in Africa. And all the time, they showing up. Don't even talk about Cape Town, South Africa. Don't even get me started on that. Man, they didn't try to turn that into some European paradise now. Don't get me started talking about Cape Town. They don't go to Johannesburg. They run their behind to Cape Town. You don't believe me? Go to Cape Town. You'll be like, where in the hell am I at? That was my first, when I first went to Cape Town, the first time, that was my reaction. I'm like, where am I at? I never seen so many of them because my experience have been in Kenya and Ethiopia and all that. And then when I get down there to Cape Town, I'm like, Johannesburg, you see them here and there, but boy, you get to Cape Town, man, that's why I'm like, man, y'all go to Durban. That's why I'm a firm believer of Durban. Now, Durban, you don't see all that. Go to Durban. Cape Town, beautiful though. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. It is, but Durban is where it's at for me. All right, let's continue. You say you from New York, say Yvette Clark is not FBA. Her parents are from Jamaica. Okay, well, it makes sense. It makes sense. All right. So this is what they're saying. I want y'all to listen to this. The immigrant may be the person that's helping you get your hair done, taking your child to school, helping you with your house, doing your taxes, helping you at the grocery store, help as your caregiver, is your mother's caregiver. Hold on, man. Hold on. When I grew up, the people that cut my hair and the women that did the women's hair were FBAs. Who took the children to school? Either your parents or the school bus.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro, you get a month for free. It's free.
Who helped us with our house? Nobody. We had to clean it ourselves. Doing our taxes? I'm sure they got some Americans that can do taxes. Helping us at the grocery store? When I grew up, there wasn't no immigrants at the grocery store. It was black people and white people, but there wasn't no immigrants. Caregiver? That's only family. Your mother's caregiver? Usually that's family. So I don't know what she's talking about. Like that's gonna, like, these people are trying to put out a message. Well, Trump do that. Boy, y'all not gonna have nobody. Y'all a freaking lie. See, that's why I know you're not from the black community. They're talking like that. It's a recent data that shows black immigrants constituting a sizable share of healthcare and service industry workers. Do you want to wake up and the next day you hear that they have been deported? Let me say this. So when people go to jail, do people care? I'm just asking that question. Do people care when people go to jail? You wake up one day and say, man, you heard they got locked up? Nobody stopped their life if somebody got locked up. So immigration has been the top of Trump's policy agenda since the early days of his first run for presidency. On top of his promises to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border, Trump expanded migrant detention programs across the country during his first stint in the White House. In 2019, for example, Immigration and Customs Enforcement detained migrants at record high rates. Black detainees were also abused at disproportionate rates in these detention centers. And so on the campaign trail last year, Trump pledged to conduct the largest mass deportation program in history, regardless of cost. Well, y'all do realize how much money, prime example, Chicago. Let's talk about cost real quick. Mayor Brandon Johnson in Chicago has spent on the residents of Chicago to pay for all the money he spent. Mayor Eric Adams in New York City had a debit card program that was giving him all this free food, all this free money, and it didn't solve anything. And he was talking about cutting city services, doing this and that and the third. It would be much cheaper to spend money to get them on out. And once you get them out, what it's going to do? Stop draining resources in the cities. It's going to stop the food prices from going up. Because remember, all these millions of people you're bringing in, they're going to do what? Jack up bills. They need food. They need to use the bathroom. They need a place to stay. They buying clothes. And all these migrants, especially in New York, where the migrants get all this money to be selling all this stuff? That's what I want to know. They say they need help, but you notice all of them got businesses? See, our government is giving them money to start businesses. A lot of them are selling things to make money. Where are you getting your merchandise, bruh? You come over here talking about a taco stand. Where you get the money to get a taco stand? You talking about you in the shelter. But brother or sister want some money? Oh, no, you don't qualify. We never qualify. Even when we try to get a house, you can have a 750 credit score, making $150,000, $200,000 a year. Oh, well, you don't qualify. Huh? What are you talking about? Right. But the migrants, they just cross the border and they'll get a house over you with a 750 credit score. Well, let's continue. Now they say CBC members have launched immigration policies disadvantage Black immigrants so much that some argue that immigration should be seen as a Black issue, given the steady rise of immigrants in the United States overall Black population. Black immigrants are not flooding this country in the tens of millions. That's a lie. They're not. Most Black immigrants, Africans and Caribbeans in particular, they have long lines, and we've covered it here. They have long lines of them trying to get a visa to the United States. The video I did a while back, we had a Zambian sister. She was trying to get a visa, and they said no. They're taking Africans' money. South Africa, they told me that too. They're getting that line. They'll deny them and keep their money. They ain't letting a bunch of them over here, please. They say Clark, they said, for example, recounted a notice trip that she and Representative Karen Bass took to Mexico in 2018 because there was many migrants of African descent. They were trapped. Further illustrating, it say what she described as a role that racism plays in admitting individuals in the United States. But to the extent that Democrats can do anything to counter Trump's immigration policy, their options are limited and only carry so much weight. CBC members are acutely aware of the limited impacts. Any congressional effort to check Trump is complicated by Republicans controlling both chambers. Say, unfortunately, we're not in the majority, so we're going to have to rely on the courts to sort out what's legal and what's not. So the Democrats going to continue the lawfare. I said, then if Democrats chose to challenge Trump's policy in court, where they have indicated they will, it probably will take months and could derail, in court with a Trump-appointed loyalist judge, giving Trump more leeway to fine-tune and expand his mass deportation program as he likes. So the Democrats, so that's the plan, y'all. So when Trump is doing this mass deportation, they're going to be filing lawsuits. Filing lawsuits not to protect America, but filing lawsuits to keep people here that broke the law. But when Black people, quote unquote, break the law, we're the Congressional Black Caucus and the Democrats filing lawsuits to keep us out of jail. You understand what I'm saying? Where are they at? You have hardened criminals that's in this country right now. And yet they worry more about hardened criminals staying in this country than helping out a Black person that committed a nonviolent offense and keeping them out of jail. I told y'all a long time ago, I don't believe people should be in jail for nonviolent offenses. I think they should be on home confinement. That's just what I believe. I think home confinement is best. Hey, if they can work from home, great. But home confinement would be best. Trust me. Home confinement, people dealing with home confinement during COVID. Let me say that much. And I just think it would be a better use of government resources, but they run a plantation. That's why they want everybody locked up in jail. You got to remember, mass incarceration came with the white man. That's not how the rest of the world did things. You know, the Africans didn't do mass incarceration. The Asians, they didn't do mass incarceration. The Arabs, they didn't do mass incarceration. If you did certain crimes, you out of here. It wasn't no mass incarceration. You know what I'm saying? And really doing this here is reason why people stayed in line, so they didn't need no bunch of jails. The Native Americans, we talking about the real ones, the red ones. We're not talking about the $5 ones like Elizabeth Warren. They had, you know, I've talked to a few of them a couple of years ago about some of their methods of committing, you know, keeping people in line with crime. You know what I'm saying? Like this one Native American man I spoke to a couple of years ago, and he told me how they would handle somebody, like if somebody would like do some raping or something, then what they'll do to them, they say they'll strip them down and say they'll tie their hands and feet down, and put a bunch of honey on them, and in that area, the big old bullet ants will come over there. And if you know about a bullet ant, the bullet ant is the worst bite you can get from an ant. And it basically let the bullet ants, they put it on his thing and let the bullet ants just tear him up. And he just stay there till he out of here. Trust me. That'll keep you from not touching a woman that you ain't got no business touching, right? See, when I was hearing some of them ways that they would take care of people back then, they were on to something. All this mass incarceration and all that stuff. No, we don't need all that to make a society safe. We really don't. But you know, like I say, it's a business for them. But let's continue. So they say that's why we're seeing more organizations trying to partner, pursue legal battles, whatever it is trying to protect or slow down the process. CBC members haven't given up hope at all, as Clark said. So we have to use everything at our disposal. They one of the tools of state governments. Democratic governors in blue states vowed to defy any Trump orders, and CBC members are taking inspiration from the promised disobedience. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey, for example, says she instructs state police not to cooperate with Trump's plans. Even the Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker was forceful, said, "You come from my people. You say early the money, you come through me." Representative Gregory Meeks plan on engaging in similar efforts in New York. He said it's up to those local governments. He said, "I'll be talking to my mayor and governor." So this is going to be a tough 2 years. He said, "I can speak up about it. I can stand for what is right." Say Kamala Dove is already full steam ahead with the education program that delves into the challenges migrants face from all over the globe. Say she's spoken to the Congressional Caucus on the global migration, which she chairs. Y'all, look. So basically, what I'm trying to show you is this: the Congressional Black Caucus do not work for Black Americans. They are already doing the same thing they were doing in the last Trump administration. They are for immigration. They're not for Black people. So we can complain on Congressional Black Caucus all we want, but this is why all of you got to be registered to vote. Okay, we have to start now. We have to start taking names down now. We can't do it when it's election time. We have to start taking names down. We have to start saying, okay, who are the ones that's run off of their mouth, like Yvette Clarke? She need to go. She needs to go. Anyone that's talking that mess, they got to go. The only way the Congressional Black Caucus is going to get in line is going to take the Black community to get them in line. You got to let them know this is a new day. If you don't work for us, we either going to sit it out or we're going to vote the other side just to get you out. Because whoever Yvette Clarke is running against in 2026, at this point, y'all in New York, whoever she's running against, go vote against her. Because we need to show people that's run off of the mouth like that, you better serve the Black community. People voted for Trump for the immigration too, and even Black people. They did vote for Trump for immigration. Because Black people are footing the bill for people, grown men and grown women who chose to leave their country to come all the way up here. A lot of them were supposed to do asylum at the first country that they come to at the United States Embassy. You can do asylum at the United States Embassy. You ain't got to come all the way up here to do it. But they felt they can do it because we had a weak president, a weak milquetoast president, who say, y'all can just come on all you want. And that's why Biden told the civil rights bootlegs that you're going to have to work with the Hispanics. There's more of them here than y'all. And you're like, why did he say that? Well, his plan was to flood the country. Listen, and y'all talking about racism. You remember when the Haitians were on the border during the Biden administration? Do y'all remember that? That wasn't Trump. That was Biden. And Biden got them Haitians. They had behind right back to Port-au-Prince. We never seen him get people back to their home country so fast. Biden did that, and he's a Democrat. Well, what were y'all Congressional Black Caucus crying about him taking the Haitians out of here? Y'all didn't say nothing about that. But now since it's Trump, that's what made me sick about you Democrats. If it's a Republican, racism. If it's a white Democrat, I didn't see that. I don't know what he did. What you talking about? I didn't see it. I ain't even here. He did that? Really? I'm going to look into that. You say nothing. You say nothing. So long as racism comes from a white Democrat, is fine. As long as a white Democrat ship Haitians back to Port-au-Prince, and to be honest with you, if you know what's going on the ground in Haiti, Port-au-Prince in particular, Haitians actually have a legitimate asylum claim. Only Haitians do. Not them other ones from Venezuela and El Salvador and everything else. And especially El Salvador is doing good right now. So all of them need to go back. Because was it Bukele? He got that country in line. They need to go back to their homeland. Haitians actually have a legitimate claim. Cubans coming over here, they don't have a legitimate claim. Why do them Cubans keep coming over here? They don't have a legitimate claim. So if any black people should have a legitimate claim, it should be the Haitians. The rest of them that's coming here, they come here because they want to. And the asylum program was not to be economic migrants. Oh, I'm not making no money, so I'm going to go over here to make money. No, that's not the way that works. If you want to do that, you got to go through the legal channels. But they've been gaming the system. So what the Republicans are going to have to do is they're going to have to pass a immigration law to change their asylum laws. That you can't come up here. Listen, the only thing they got to do is this. Put in the law, you have to go to the U.S. Embassy in your country to file asylum. If you come up here to do it to our border, it's null and void. That's all they have to do. And your asylum claim has to be processed at the U.S. Embassy. It cannot be. And now, if you don't have a U.S. Embassy for some reason in your country, then you need to go to the next country over where the closest U.S. Embassy is at, and you file asylum there. If you come up here, you are not going to be let in. You don't have asylum. Go back to where you come from. That right there will change everything. You know, and just like let's say like in South Africa, right? You know, I know sometimes South Africans get a bad rap at times, you know, and I looked into some of that too, right? Like how South Africans feel is that the whole Africa can't flood their country. But, you know, South Africa, from my experience, from what I've, you know, learned about it and me going, that's the closest thing to America you're going to get on the African continent, just beyond with you. And so that's why it's easier for everybody to go to South Africa on the continent. It would be for them to come over here, right? So trust me, the majority of Africans are not coming here. They go into South Africa, a lot of them. So a lot of South Africans are like, bro, just come over here legally. That's all we're asking. Don't be coming over here illegally. Now, you got some that's being silly on some things, and you know, it's kind of silly. And what I'm learning is some of the people that don't got nothing going on, they worried about 24/7. But people that got some legitimate things, you can't come into people's country illegally. Like, so when Americans show up, at least as of now, we can go 90 days to South Africa, visa free. We just show with our passport. Now, after the 90 days, you either got to do a what they call a country run. In other words, you got to leave the country for a day or two, then come back and restart your time. Or people do that all the time, right? They just come reset their time. Or you can eventually try to get you a work visa or, business visa, whatever you're going to try to get to stay there. But they just asking y'all to come legally. I ain't got a problem with them saying that. Not at all. I don't have a problem with that. And most South Africans are cool people, and they understand what we going through in America. And I told them this, y'all don't have a boy. If y'all we went through in America, y'all really be hostile, about all these people flooding this country. So my thing is this, the Congressional Black Caucus, y'all, we can't just get mad at Kamala because she's not the problem. The Congressional Black Caucus been the problem, not Kamala Harris, right? So it's time for us to make sure to write them names down of everybody during these 2 years who's talking that, oh, we're going to fight Trump about immigration and, oh, Trump is this about immigration. We all just need to start writing their names down. I'm going to try to start keeping a tally myself. And over the years, I'm going to try to make a little list. And I'm going to say, okay, every time I hear one talking with this pro-immigration, I'm going to write their name down. And maybe by the time we keep doing these stories and we see everybody who's pro-immigration, we know Ilhan Omar is, so her name should be written down, but it's going to be hard to get her out. Now, Trump and them want to be petty. I wonder if she's still going to be here after 2 years because Trump and them, she's naturalized, I think. And, they can take away your citizenship if they wanted to now, so she needs to be careful. She definitely needs to be careful. Ilhan Omar. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to handle this black politician, this black preacher. We got to handle that. Shills. Yeah, but sometimes you got to force separation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by that is you got to get them out of those positions of power. You have to set a precedent with them to say you cannot be in positions of power no longer. We're going to get you out because you're not pro-Black America. You're pro-immigration. You're pro this. You're pro that. We're not pro that. If you're talking about this pro-abortion stuff, you're not pro-Black America. Black America wants to grow their families, and they're not trying to destroy their families. That's not the way the majority of us are raised anyway. Most Black Americans have conservative ideals. They may not majority vote that way, but most Black Americans, you ask them questions, we have conservative ideals, but it's Black conservative ideals, not white conservative ideals. Because see, white conservatism and Black conservatism is two different things. When people say conservative, you're thinking white. No. White is totally different. Black people that have conservative ideals, we still fight against racism. We still fight for reparations. We still fight for all that, but we still have conservative ideals. Doesn't mean when you have conservative ideals, you throw away the fight for the rights of Black people. No, that's stupid. You Black. You got to fight for the rights of Black people. They say they'll say like Martin Luther King was considered a conservative. But you see, he fought for Black people. He fought for our rights. Now, was he right in everything he did? No, but who is? If you look at the Nation of Islam, they're conservative, very conservative. Look at what they practice. Look at what the women have to wear in the Nation of Islam. Look at how the men dress in the Nation of Islam. Look at how they require their hair. They're very conservative. The traditional Christian church, the Black Christian church, we're talking about the traditional, not this trash you see today. Yes, I say trash because it's not the true form of the traditional Black Christian church.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take $100 off our
The real Christian church was conservative. We didn't go out there talking crazy, full of these tattoos, full of these piercings. We weren't out here with all this crime. No, we was talking about the family. We was talking about the man leading the household, the woman with the kids, and all of this very conservative ideals. We are conservative people. Don't even talk about the African continent. We don't not go there. Someplace in the Caribbean, conservative ideals. We are a conservative people. But when black folks got around them folks, you start adopting some of their ways. And some of their ways, ever since you adopted some of their ways, that has destroyed a lot of our people in a lot of ways. Yeah, like you say, the Sisters of the Nation of Islam. Talk to them. You don't see them with piercings all over their faces. You don't see them with marking their neck up, marking themselves up. You don't see them with 1,000 tattoos on. Be honest with you, it's like even in the African continent, you don't see them women over there with a bunch of tattoos all over the place either. You don't see that. But you be in America, like what has happened to the men and the women? Like y'all just went crazy marking yourself up. Like you do know it's permanent, right? And when you get my age, in your 40s, them tattoos not gonna look the same. I don't have a tattoo. Never wanted one. I just never got in my head. I want somebody to take a needle and keep sticking a needle in my arm or wherever I want a tattoo at, and using this ink. And then they talk about this tattoo ink has been causing skin cancer, like anything else in America. They've been talking about that, but yet you're marking yourself up. Why? I don't get black people. Why are you marking yourself up like that now? And especially you're a gentleman too, ladies. You're putting tattoos on your face, putting tattoos on your neck. I'm telling you, you must don't want a job. And it says a lot about you. If you're a man or a woman, you put a tattoo on your face and neck, people gonna look at you as trash. People shouldn't judge me. People are gonna judge you. Whether you're and all that, they're gonna look at you like ghetto trash. It don't matter what you say. Well, they shouldn't be. It don't matter what you say. If you're gonna do it, you ever heard that statement? Put it right. Like, don't go no further than where people don't have to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like where you stop at with your shoulder, or like somewhere people normally can't see it. If you have a professional job, if it's on your back somewhere, if it's maybe it's somewhere on your upper thigh or somewhere, if you wear a skirt, nobody can see you got that. Unless you had a bikini at the beach or something like that. But most people say even that if you're going to do it. But no, they got this stuff everywhere and the piercings everywhere. And I'm like, it doesn't look good, especially when you get my age. It don't. That ink fades and so I'm like, yeah, and cops. That's another one. I don't think cops should have tattoos. Them white cops got so many tattoos, and then you got to look at some of them tattoos and white cops got, because you study them symbols and white supremacy symbols, and you see a white supremacy symbol on them, like, oh hell, that's what I'm about dealing with. That's another thing. So many cops got tattoos now, and that's crazy. They all tatted up. That's stupid. They need to ban that again. Yeah, they tattooing their face up, all this tattoos on it. Why you want to tattoo your face up? I don't get that. And I think the first famous person I seen put a tattoo on their face, I remember, was Mike Tyson. And it's like after Mike Tyson did it, I noticed everybody wanted to start doing it. They took it just far. Just tattooing themselves all in the face, and oh my God. That's why people say sometimes, and I know it's not all of us. It's not all Black Americans doing that. It's not, and thank God it's not. But some of you younger brothers and sisters, you don't get it. You're setting yourself up for failure before you start. First of all, yeah, I know some of you wasn't raised the right way. You got one strike against you because you're Black. Always remember that in this country. It don't matter how much money you make or where you're sent. One strike because you're Black. Okay. Definitely another strike if you're a Black male. Okay, that's two you got against you. A Black female, she got some discrimination, yes, but people still have sympathy for her because she's female. But if you're a Black male, you definitely got 2 strikes. You understand? Don't make strike 3 with your appearance looking like, you just coming from the crime syndicate with all the tattoos and all of that mess. You know what I'm saying? That's why we were raised. You got to be 10 times smarter. You got to know this. You got to know that. Why? Because we already have strikes against us. And it definitely shows me that that's not being taught in the home, because your parents would have told you, hey, don't put all them tattoos on you like that, because they're going to judge you a certain way. It's even worse if you're a lady. Men can get away with some of the tattoo, but when you're a woman and you tattooing yourself up, they're going to say that you looking like that you out here on Bissonnette in Houston on the blade with all them tattoos. Or it's the way some of you dressing. No, go back to the Nation of Islam. Do you see them sisters dressing like they on Bissonnette? Some of the clothes you're wearing, it shows every crack of your behind. Can you leave something to the imagination? That a man be wondering like, whoa, I wonder what she really looks like. There's a lot of fly clothes you can wear where people don't see nothing on you. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I feel led to say it. Please respect yourself, ladies. Please. Gentlemen, be men. Stop walking around with a purse. Women have purses. Now, if you're a trans woman or LGBT, I guess that's that. But if you're not LGBT or a trans woman, you walk around with a purse. If I was a woman, I would look at you as LGBT. What a man need to do with a purse? Some of y'all walk around with clothes so tight and like, what's going on with y'all? That's what women do. Women want to show their figure. Y'all supposed to be men. That purse thing just trips me out. Shannon Sharp and the rest of them walk around literally with a purse. What happened to carrying a doggone wallet, bro? What you need to be carrying anything for? Okay, you go on a trip, fine. You carrying a backpack, suitcase. You know, men may have a briefcase. Men may have a carry-on bag that's fly or whatever. Okay, cool. But we're not talking about traveling. We're talking about you walking around like, what do you need that for, bro? Go get you a woman and put it in her purse. That's what men normally do. Hey, hold this for me. Put it in her purse. You got dudes walking around with purses and young women running around here saying bruh all day. Bruh, bro, bruh. Like, I can't stand to see. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up. I can't stand these young women saying bruh all the time. They'll say it to another female. Bruh, don't you know about this, bruh? Bro, bruh. Like, y'all, and you wonder why dudes say you masculine. Stop saying bruh to a female. Stop doing it. My Lord, black people, please raise your children right. Raise your sons to be men and your daughters to be women. Stop trying to blend the two. All right. I done ranted enough tonight. It's both sides. It's both sides. And Eric you say it's a turnoff when they say bro or bro. Y'all fellas have to be so cutthroat. If you heard a woman say that in front of you, you was interested, you like, no, I'm done. Like, what you, ain't no woman gonna call me no bruh. No. And ladies, if you see him carrying a purse, leave him too. If you see him sagging his pants, leave him too. Why does he want to show the crack of his behind to everybody? To me, you're LGBT. Yeah, I said it. If you're running around here with showing the crack of your behind to other men, you're LGBT. And a woman need to leave your behind alone. Since we want to talk about getting back to traditionalism, let's get back to traditionalism. Men wear their clothes right. Men carry wallets. Men don't carry purses. That's what women do. I'll never forget that when I was in Chicago and I was on that water cruise thing, and I see a sister with a purse and her dude with a purse. I say, what has happened to black women? How are they sitting up here with a dude with a purse? How? Like, what do y'all do? Y'all sit up there and say, well, my purse looks better than yours. Like, what do y'all talk about? I mean, men supposed to go buy purses for their women. Not like your girl go buy a purse for you. It's not a purse, it's a merce. It's a purse, bro. Stop trying to. Anyway, let me get up off here, y'all. Let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. Yeah, you say men got more weave than the women now. Yeah, you got more guys with long hair now than the women. Yo, yes. I've never seen that. You got more guys that got that, and that's why listen, guys are wearing bonnets. If we're gonna talk about the traditional family, let's go traditional. Men don't wear bonnets. That's what women do. But you got guys now talking about protecting their hair. Like, okay, all right. I'll be here all night talking about that, y'all. And listen, I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you like it, because I don't like that blurring of the lines mess. You either be a man or a woman. I don't like that blurring of the lines. To me, if a man's blurring the lines, then to me, okay, well, join the LGBT community. You can do whatever you need to do, bro. Same thing with a woman. You stop trying to blur the lines with a man. Are you a stud? Like, what's going on? Somebody walking in their masculinity is a wonderful thing. A woman being extremely feminine is a beautiful thing. Do that. All right, y'all. I ranted enough. Thank y'all for listening. And make sure you download the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Take advantage of the Cyber Monday deal. 25% off. Use the code CYBER, CYBER, the coupon code to get 25% off. The yearly, you take the most advantage of that. And we'll see y'all next time. Oh.
Unleash the power of not.
Right on point. CBC is useless. We don't need it. We need to get rid of that shit. It's not benefiting us. It's benefiting everybody but us. Shout out to Uncle Phil for that. So moving along, it's definitely getting late. Kahari, what are your thoughts on this Congressional Black Caucus? Were you able to hear the whole video? Kahari. I can't hear you, bro.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? We are here. We are live. And it is most definitely Terry time. Okay?
She, everything else. I don't care about none of that. I ain't got time to Terry.
Oh, no. I got all the time in the world today, or at least a good solid 30 minutes. Where my man Fanteezy at? Fanteezy, are you still here, Fanteezy? It is Terry time, bro. I need you to hurry up and get in here, Fanteezy. Run yourself into this live stream because we're going to have fun today. Today is going to be a good one. This is definitely one of those ones, as you can see on the screen right here. Oh, yeah, today is going to be a good one. Now, before we get too deep into this, I do have to make sure to say this. I have to get this out the way off top. This channel is a comedy channel. This is nothing but foolishness and comedic ignorance and nonsense. If you came here looking for serious political commentary, this is not it. If you heard about this guy named TD, and he gives really good political commentary on his YouTube channel, TD Media Group, you know, and you came looking for that, that's not this channel. This is the Terry Time channel. TD Media Group and Terry Time are two completely different things. And this channel right here is for the foolishness. So now let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Yes, it is Terry time. It is Terry. Shout out to my man Blacc Bitcoin Key. Shout out to the Hula Gang. Shout out to Vanjie Tusing. Oh, here we go with the names, with the YouTube names. Vanjie Tusing. I can't believe she's still crying. Yeah, she's still crying. She's still crying. And shout out to my man Cameron Jones for becoming a channel member. You better thank a channel member. Okay, let me run that for you one time, Cameron, and then we're gonna get into it. Larry, where is it at? Where is it at?
You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
You better thank a channel member for showing support. So let's get into it, man. What's going on here on the screen right now with Angela Rye? What's going on the screen right now with Angela Rye? Okay. So as I kind of skim through most of this, the first 5 minutes of the stream starts off with her, Tiffany Cross, and I think the other co-host name is like Andrew Gillum, right? Andrew Gillum. Was he the dude that got caught up in that like LGBTQ activity, or does he have an older brother that got caught up? What is he the same guy? I feel like that guy, this guy right here. Was he the guy in like Florida that got caught up, like, you know, with butt naked pictures taken of him in a hotel room, and there was like stuff all over the place? You know what I mean? Like he was out here bogus, like they got him bogus, like they oh no. No, I thought that was him. I was like, wait a minute, isn't that my man that got caught up, you know, with his cheeks out and all that, you know, in a hotel room? That's the wrong one.
We're doing this. Interacted with him, met him. This next question.
Yeah, he got caught up in the rainbow hallway. Okay. I thought I remembered him.
We're doing this. Interacted with him, met him. This next question.
Is in the rainbow hallway. Got you. All right, brother. Okay. I thought I remembered him. Anyways, we wasted enough time talking about rainbow hallways and man cheeks and stuff like that. Okay, let's get to what we need to get to, so that we can knock this thing out. Because those people who are new to the channel, they probably left already. If you're watching a replay, you didn't stick around because you didn't get straight to the point. Well, we don't get straight to the point here. If you're subscribed to this channel and you're watching me, you're watching for the interruptions. Okay, but let's get into it, man.
And how are the numbers looking?
We're landing at a strong 70.
Ooh.
SPF.
Thanks to JetBlue's low fares, Kayla's in vacation mode already.
Apparently, this Native Land podcast with Andrew, you know, Gilliam, whatever his name is, you know, Tiffany Cross and Angela Rye. Apparently, they were considering shutting the whole podcast down and quitting because Donald Trump won the election, which is crazy. It's crazy. And it really goes to show you how fake these folks are. Because Donald Trump won the election, the podcast afterwards, they put up the question, should we shut the podcast down? The future of the podcast is uncertain. We don't know what we're going to do. Why would the future of the podcast be uncertain? Why would you not know what you're getting ready to do? Understand, if Kamala Harris won the election, this channel, Terry Time, would still exist, okay? If Kamala Harris won the election, the main channel, TD Media Group, would still exist. I'm not shutting anything down. So the fact that they even considered shutting things down lets you know how fake, phony, and fraudulent these people are. They're not doing this podcast because they want to educate the masses and they care about people and they care about getting out factual information and all that kind of stuff. No, they only do this podcast because what they're doing is that they're looking to get even higher positions on the DNC total poll. A lot of these folks have been knocked down quite a bit. Angela Rye, she still gets put on CNN from time to time. But as far as Tiffany Cross, she got fired from MSNBC. Andrew Gilliam was, you know, he got caught out there with like cheeks out and photos taken of him in a motel with drugs and stuff all over the place looking crazy. You know, what's happening here is that with Kamala Harris losing the election, essentially the bag got messed up. And now that the bag got messed up, and the only reason that they were doing this show was to assist in getting Kamala Harris and or Joe Biden in office, now that they have lost, they themselves are lost, and they don't know where they're going to go from here. So that's enough of me kind of over explaining this. Shout out to my man Saul, who came through as he always does. Who gives a flying boop about Angela Rye? Well, we do today. We definitely care about Angela Rye today, okay? Because Angela Rye is going to provide us with some really good entertainment. But that's where we are with this, okay? And she's going to speak to how she feels moving forward concerning the podcast. These random people that you see on your screen right now, these were people that were begging them to not end the podcast and telling them, hey, you got a responsibility. You can't leave just because Trump won. You got a responsibility to the people to keep doing your show. All right. And with that, here's what Angela Rye, leads with.
Mine, hey, Rye.
I'm very emotional. I think that I feel the obligation. I feel frustrated. Honestly, with myself, because I spent so much time over the last couple of weeks just focusing on the half that I hate right now, like the half of the country that I despise.
See everything else. I don't care about none of that. I ain't got time to Terry.
Why you gotta hate half the country? Why do you have to despise half of the country? I voted for Trump. Y'all know me. I stay tap dancing for Trump. And I keep the cape on real tight for Trump. If Trump say something crazy, you all know I'm going to get on the main channel and I'm going to defend it. I don't care what he says, But that doesn't mean you got to hate me for it. It's just because I got the tap dance shoes on. You don't got to hate me. She said she hated half the country and despised half of the country. And essentially because half of the country voted for Trump and got him into office, now all of a sudden she wants to quit the show. They all do. They were all considering quitting the show. Once again, which shows you how fake, phony, and fraudulent that they are. But that's strong. I mean, if Kamala Harris would have won the election, I don't think that I would have gone as far as to say I hate half of the country. That's really extreme. That's pretty extreme.
And I'm frustrated about that because you don't get understanding through frustration and hate. And I think that what I feel guilty about is knowing that there's an obligation to a whole other half, of the country, and feeling like there has to be a conversation, a come to Jesus, as they say, with so many people, because we are really not on the same page. And I am at a loss.
Oh, Jesus. I'm at the pause. Yeah, no crap, we're not on the same page, because you were tap dancing for Kamala Harris and you mad that you lost and now you want to quit. Let's really examine these tears right now. Okay? Because these are the same tears that we saw that came from, what's my man's name? Ricky Smiley, right? These are the same tears. These are Ricky Smiley tears that are coming down her face right now. Like Black Bitcoin, he said, love them tears. Let the tears flow. Me too. You see, I almost felt bad a little bit when I first kind of scanned through this, because I was laughing so hard, because she's making faces like this the entire time, just looking crazy, right? And I was laughing so hard, but I thought to myself, no, bro, don't feel bad. Why are you feeling bad? Because none of what they're doing and none of what she's saying and her tears are not genuine. These are not genuine tears. She's not crying because she genuinely fears for the direction of the country and what that means for the average everyday people like you and me, because apparently if we voted for Trump, we made a mistake and now she's genuinely sad about it. No, she's mad and sad that the bag got messed up. She's crying for herself the same way Ricky Smiley was crying for himself, the same way you saw D.L. Hughley crashing out. It's all about themselves. and those that are within their inner circle, their little black boule talented 10th circle. She's crying for her own self, not for you, not for me, not for black people. They all like to pretend like they're all on the, black power and all that kind of stuff. They don't care about none of that. The closest thing to black power that they care about is black boule. That's it. The closest thing to black power they care about is their little talented 10th black political elite group. And right now, the bag got completely thrown away with Kamala Harris losing. This is why you saw people like Roland Martin on Twitter spazzing out also. All these people get paid by the DNC. I guarantee you, had Kamala Harris won the election, you would have saw a studio upgrade. Instead of tears, you would have saw like tears of joy with a whole brand new studio backdrop. Okay? Because that bag got dropped on them. But because they lost out on the bag, now the tears are flowing.
Of the country and feeling like there has to be a conversation, a come to Jesus, as they say.
You don't believe in no Jesus. Shout out to my man, B. Amos. Well, my man, B. Amos. Look like a man right there. It said these homosexuals need a mental health check. My goodness, right? Desperately need a mental health check.
So many people because we are really not on the same page. And I am at a loss at this point for how to get there. And so I think you guys know I'm fiercely competitive over all kinds of ridiculous things. But what I really don't like to do is I don't mind saying I don't know. I don't mind admitting I don't know. I hate not knowing for an extended period of time and feeling like the overwhelm of I don't know where to turn to find the answer.
I don't know where to turn to find the DNC bag. That's what the problem is. I don't know where to turn to get this money. That's the only thing that she's crying about. That's literally the only thing. Like, what do you mean? I don't know which way to turn. I don't know which way to go. For all of you, wherever you stand politically, right? I know some of y'all tap dance for Trump like me. Oh, I stay tap dancing and got the cape on. I know some of y'all tap dance for Trump like me. Some of y'all didn't vote at all. You just didn't participate. You said, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm straight. I'm not voting for anybody." Had Kamala Harris won, would any of you in the live chat in the comment section, would any of you have been in complete disarray, like Angela right here? Would any of you have fallen into your knees with tears flowing down your face, not knowing your left from right, your up from down? I just don't know. I just don't know where I'm going to go from here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to keep doing the podcast or not. It's completely ridiculous. None of us would act like that. Like I keep stating, and I have to keep reiterating, she's talking about not having a clear direction on where to go with her career now that Kamala Harris lost and the opportunities have dried up. The grift is over, at least temporarily. The grift is over. At least for the next 2 years. At least for the next 2 years, the grift is over. And then maybe come the midterms, possibly a little bit of money will get sent their way again. Possibly. But up until then, they don't know what to do. I mean, you look at networks like MSNBC, it's virtually up for grabs. CNN, they're going to start firing mad people. They've already fired hundreds of people over the summer. The ratings are down 50+%. They're going to fire a bunch more people. There's a lot of these folks in these DNC inner circles that don't know what to do and don't know their next move. People like Joy Reid going crazy. She left Twitter and went on some weirdo social media app called Blue Sky. Don Lemon did the same thing. They just freaked out, left Twitter with the largest which is the largest platform for them to be on, especially if you're talking about political news, and went to some garbage called Blue Sky. They're literally scrambling right now. Mad infighting going on. You see the women of The View going at it all the time. They don't know if they want to be progressive. They don't know if they want to be moderate now. You got Whoopi Goldberg telling people on the cast that you got to chill out with the fear mongering because you're going to make us look stupid. They are in complete disarray, and you're seeing this just kind of have this ripple effect throughout all of these DNC shill commentators, right? But once again, that's where the tears are coming from. That's why she's so confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm going to go from here. I just feel like I have this responsibility, but it's so hard because I hate half of the population for voting for Trump. Why? Because they messed up my bag. They messed up my money. And I don't know what the next move is for my career. Shout out to my man Saul for running it back. He said, here's a thought. Wouldn't natives want to be wait a minute, what? Here's a thought. Would natives want us deported? She definitely won't have the population deported that voted for Trump. That's for sure. Native Land Podcast. That's another thing too. What's up with that name? Native Land Podcast. I don't under like, is that supposed to be like some like holistic type thing, you know, like Tribe Called Questy kind of a name? A Native Land Podcast. I mean, are you saying that like you're the, you know, original Native Americans? You know, I'm just here to make you think. Like, I don't understand what's going on with that name. It's a really dumb name. You know, but hey, I guess whatever. It is what it is. I guess they're just trying to make us think, right? She'll arrive. Come on, bro. You almost got me, Cutthroat. You almost got me. You almost got me, Cutthroat. Not today. No. The devil is a liar. Not today, Cutthroat. The devil is a liar. I'm not reading that out loud, okay? But I will leave it for yourself. The Cutthroat. Nope, not today. Not today. I'm not reading that. He said Angela Rye just needs a little love in her life. That's all. She just needs a little love in her life. Oh my God.
Interacted with him, met him.
His next question.
No. We ain't doing this. It's next question. It's next comment. It's let me hit the play button now.
Right. Like, I don't even know if at this point.
Speaking of this comment here, like what Cutthroat Ross said, I always find it like, you know, I'm not going to like elaborate too much on what, you know, she needs a little more love in her life, but I'm just saying, I always find it like fascinating when you see a woman as good looking as Angela Rye is that stays single, right? Because outside of her tap dancer for the DNC and being a DNC shill and all that kind of stuff, I mean, you know, we can't deny, like, she's a good looking woman, right? That just goes without saying. And it always just, it's mind boggling to me. I mean, it really says a lot to me, in my opinion, about like what's going on up here and who you are. Like you got to be like crazy, you know, for you to be as pretty as she is, even with the tears flowing down her face, looking like this, she's still pretty, even though she looked crazy, right? But to be as pretty as she is and stay single, you stay single, you got to be a different kind of crazy, okay? That's a different kind of crazy she got to be. But anyways, I'll let this continue on.
You know, of the country, and feeling like there has to be a conversation, you know, a come to Jesus, as they say, with so many people, because we are really not on the same page. And I am at a loss at this point for how to get there. And so I think you guys know I'm fiercely competitive over all kinds of ridiculous things. But what I really don't like to do is, I don't mind saying I don't know. I don't mind admitting I don't know.
Felicia said it's definitely the software. That's definitely the software, right, Elfinici? It's definitely the software. That's why she stays single. As pretty as she is, she stays single. There's something going on up here. The software is a bit corrupted. It's a bit corrupted.
I hate not knowing for an extended period of time and feeling like the overwhelm of I don't know where to turn to find the answer, right? Like, I don't even know if at this point people will be honest about their reasons for voting for the other side, or if they'll be honest about who they really voted for, because
why wouldn't I be honest about that? Listen, if they make this thing so much more complicated than what it needs to be, and that just lets you know how fake she is too. I don't know if people are going to be honest about why they voted for the other side. First off, is the migrant crisis, the economy, because I knew the stock market was going to boom, which I'm invested in the stock market. I knew crypto market was going to boom, to which I am heavily invested in the crypto market. And yes, my crypto wallet is right. My crypto wallet is looking amazing right now. Okay. Listen, I don't want to say too much because I don't want anybody sticking me up when they see me. Okay. But let me tell you something. People be saying, oh, you don't vote for Democrat. I like I say all the time, right? Black folks have been voting blue no matter who, to no avail, right? To our own destruction. And if people turn around and say, oh, what do you think the Republicans are going to do for you? What do you think Trump is going to do for you? You think you're going to get a seat at the table? I don't need that a seat at the table. Trump already put money in my pocket via the crypto market, okay? Trump already did right by this black man. What do you think Trump is going to do for the black community? What do you think he's going to do for black people? What do you think he's going to do for black men? Trump already put money in my pocket, and he's not even sitting down in the White House yet, all right? I know what I voted for when I voted. So I don't know why Angela Rye's making this all complicated, okay? This is not complicated. I knew what I voted for when I voted for him. And so far, I'm getting exactly what I voted for. Okay. My pockets are looking right, or at least my crypto wallet, I should say. My crypto wallet is looking right. But as far as hard cash, liquid, no, I need those super chats. So shout out to my man Cutthroat Rock, who said, I have the tool to fix our software. Cutthroat.
We ain't doing this. Interacted with him, met him. This next question.
I mean, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. You got the tool to fix her software. Hey, by all means, I'm not mad at that, brother. I'm not mad at that at all.
The 290 horsepower Kia K5 GT.
Probably know us or have seen us and wouldn't feel comfortable telling us the truth. So where do you go to solve an I don't know when you're not even confident that people will be honest with you? You know what I mean? And it's like the weight of that. We were in our group chat earlier, and I'm sorry if I'm flailing. I'm trying to make sense.
You don't make sense at all, but carry on.
We were in our group chat earlier. And by the way, group chats are not triggering to me because I feel like when are we just...
Because you said my edges grew back when Trump got elected. I swear some of my hairline came back when Trump got elected. I'm trying to tell you, Trump working miracles out here. He working miracles out here. A little bit of my hairline came back, just a little bit, because y'all see it's way at the top of my head now. But when he got elected, when they announced it, it said, boop, it dropped down just a little bit. He working miracles out here, man. Stop fronting on Big 47.
Another echo chamber where we're in our own bubble because now we're all getting off Twitter because now Twitter is going to be the hellscape. And now who are we going to talk to beyond our bubbles because we all think at least similar, maybe not the same, but similar. Anyway, I digress. My point is we were in a group chat earlier and there's this conversation about if the Rainbow Coalition essentially is a thing. Like, are we going to all be able to come together as people of color and do the damn thing? And the conversation.
Oh, she's doing that people of color talk. We definitely not doing that over here.
We ain't doing this. Interacted with him, met him. This next question.
Y'all know me. I'm not doing that people of color talk because I'm a proud patriot. Big 47. I voted for Trump, so I'm not doing that people of color talk. Okay, but yeah, you should go with this people of color talk, man. That's been dead in the water. That has been dead in the water. Ain't no people of color talk going on over here. You got to knock that off.
Was like, no, I don't think it's a thing. And I can't lose that hope. Like, if we lose that hope.
People of color thing was never a thing. That was never a thing. Black folks, the only one people running around here thinking like, you know, we have allies and all this kind of stuff. No. You got to do for self. You got to do for self. You got to figure out your own thing. Okay. There are no allies in this thing called life at all whatsoever. Okay. On no level of ally. You got to figure out yourself. That's what I try to impart on my son. Like, you know, I'm not going to be around forever. And I'm not trying to help you forever. My son texting me right now talking about something, can you come pick me up? No, I'm not going to come pick you up, bro. I'm streaming right now. You know, I'll come get you later. So you see, even my son can depend on me right now because I'm choosing to stream over him. Hopefully he's not watching this and he didn't hear that. But you know what I'm saying? You got to look out for yourself. Ain't no friends, ain't no allies in life. Y'all see, I don't rock with Rob like that on Just Talking with TD and Rob anymore. Hopefully he doesn't watch this stream. I still owe Rob some money too. I still owe him some money.
We don't have a path, y'all. Like, we really don't. If we cannot figure out how to be in coalition, in solidarity on multiple challenges, on multiple fronts, for multiple policy issues, we are
Yeah.
We are. Like, there's not a nice way for me to say, Dad, sorry, I had to cuss it. There's no other way for me to explain it. We are if there's no coalition. If there,
she's cursing, so I guess that means she's serious. My man Mansa Musa said TD not playing with nobody. 2025 finna be crazy. I'm not playing with nobody. Call me Cutthroat TD. You got Cutthroat Ryan in the building. I'm Cutthroat TD. I'm not playing with nobody. Ain't no friends out here. No friends, no allies, no nothing. We are all on our own. You got to figure it out. Just like I told Rob. I know, Rob, I know if you listen, I know I owe you some money, but you got to figure it out, bro. I ain't got it right now. I should have paid you over a month ago, but you got to figure it out. Ain't no friends out here. No allies, brother. I don't got the money for you. I don't know what you're going to do.
There's no coming together for a larger group. There is no path to victory. And I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose.
That's real.
The problem is that Angela Wright's not a proud patriot. You know what I mean? Because proud patriots like myself understand that you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Man, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Angela. There is no coalition, right? There are no allies. There are no friendships other than maybe one or two people that you might know personally. Outside of that, you know, bootstraps, Angela. Everybody's got to get those bootstraps. Stop sounding like a victim, Angela. You're sounding like a victim. You're sounding like a woke victim, and you might want to knock it off and join the Proud Patriots Club, like me. All them folks that voted for Big 47. All right?
Tiff, where you at?
Well, I just want to say this about the coalition building, because as you all know, I've talked about it on this show and in everything I've done, I have believed in the multiracial coalition. I've always said I have the Fred Hampton approach, like bring everybody along and let's, we align.
These people abuse Fred Hampton. I ain't gonna lie. Progressives abuse Fred Hampton so much. I'm not saying that they're progressive, but I'm thinking about progressives in general. People abuse Fred Hampton and the initial Rainbow Coalition that he put forward.
We can win. I want to caution us because exit polling data is not the most reliable. And we were cautioned in our group chat by that. But what I saw was jarring to me to see so many people of color align with oppressive policies and oppressive issues.
How is closing the border an oppressive policy and an oppressive issue? How is getting the economy on track an oppressive policy and oppressive issue? Right? The stock market has gone up tremendously. How is that an oppressive policy or oppressive issue? My crypto wallet is jumping. How? I can't stop bragging on my crypto wallet. Thank you, Big 47. Okay. But how? They keep making up stuff that isn't real and isn't true. Right? Because for Black folks within the DNC, right? Their role is to push being pro-Black is to be Democrat. That's their role. And that's what they do. To be so-called pro-Black is to be Democrat. That's why you see they keep overemphasizing on the reality that so many so-called people of color voted for Donald Trump, while Black folks, unfortunately, 86%, stayed true to the Democrat Party. And with them staying true to the Democrat Party, that then brings this false notion that the Democrat Party is the party of Black people, despite the fact that they haven't done anything for you in the 60 plus years that you've been voting for them. But nonetheless, they keep lying to you and tricking you into this belief that it's the party of Black people because that's the party that gets them paid. You get what I'm saying? That's the party that gets them paid. So that's why they have to keep tricking you on Democrats being the party for Black people. Pikachu said, do a crypto video, TD. I'm not going to do a crypto video. But I know somebody who does. And somebody who makes crypto videos is the guy that I owe money to. His name is Rob from Blacklight Revelations 1, Blacklight Revelations 2, Blacklight Revelations 3, Undocumented. He has like 1,000,001 YouTube channels, but on either Blacklight Revelations 1 or 2, you can find crypto videos on there, and he does talk about cryptocurrency. So mess with my man Rob and throw him a super chat, because Lord knows I'm not going to pay him anytime soon. So, send him some money right quick. He definitely does crypto streams.
And it quite frankly broke my heart. And I have been in the throes of re-examining my entire worldview around it. And I haven't landed in a place. So I would love to thumbtack that, because I think that's something that when we have some actual data, I would love to discuss. Right now,
when you have some actual data, you have the exit polls that show you, like, overall, nobody was rocking with Kamala Harris. These people live in a state of delusion. It is crazy.
now, I'm like, don't talk to me right now. Like, wait until I see the data. But right now, I am not building coalitions right now. Right now, I need to be in the safety and comfort of my community. And I hope
be logic, be like educated yourself, please, before talk to me.
Give me a few months.
Before talk to me, okay?
A place where we can lock arms and build.
I've been hearing a lot of this stupid talking point, and I'm going to end it with this, because this is running long. We 33 minutes in? Oh, no. I can't. Y'all know me.
Well, see, everything else. I don't care about none of that. I ain't got time to Terry.
Yeah, once we hit the 30-minute mark, it's a wrap. But I'll say this much in closing, right? I'm gonna say this much in closing. I've been hearing a lot of this talk by these DNC boule folks like her, talking about how, Black folks, it's time for Black people to focus on themselves. The coalition is over. This is finished. It's done. Everybody turned their back on us. And I can't stress enough just how much of an idiotic trap that is. Because once again, at the end of the day, you don't have a political party. And if you did have a political party, it definitely is not the Democrat Party. Okay? If you were looking to get yourself some money, the vote you were supposed to cast was for Trump. That's what you should have did, right? But this idea that, it's time for us as Black people to reflect, reassess coalitions, take care of one another. That's literally what you should have been doing, right? It's literally what you should have been doing. Taking care of your own community, like in the very literal sense, concerning like your neighborhood and where you live, kind of like what King Randall does. But when people like King Randall preached that, they lied to you and said that he was a coon. Really think about that. What they're preaching now is what King Randall preached some years back when he first hit the scene. But when King Randall was preaching it and hit the scene and said, hey, let's all get on this and take care of our community, y'all, everybody turned around and called him a coon and some sort of agent. Now, 3 to 4 years later, everybody's coming back around talking like King Randall all of a sudden. I find that very interesting. And what's even more interesting about it is that them talking like this, it's not even genuine. It's not. They're not saying this because that's what they actually mean. It's what they actually feel. Like I said, it's just a trap, for lack of better words, to lure you in, to make you feel like, oh, we're all alone out here and we got nobody. But you know what we do got? We got the DNC still, because this is our shelter. This is where we come to congregate and do politics. The DNC, everybody else abandoned it to go with Trump, just like I did, right? But we will all be safe under here. So even in them telling you that Black folks need to take care of themselves, and we have no allies and we have no friends, they're still leading you right back into the DNC trap that they kept you in this whole time. So these people are horrible people, horrible people who are only interested in themselves, and they only profit by walking Black folks off of the DNC cliff into oblivion. Shout out to Ron Livingston. Ron Livingston said, yo, TD, I love your show. Been watching you as a subscriber for years. I want to show you love, my friend. Okay, you've done a great job covering the Democrat plantation. I appreciate you, Ron Livingston. Y'all see how I had to read that a little bit slow. Ron was like, I've been a subscriber for years. I want to show you love. I was like, hold on, bro. Wait a minute.
We're doing this. Interacted with him, met him. His next question.
Where's this comment going? That's why I had to slow it down a little bit. I was like, I just want to show you love, my friend. Oh, you're doing a great job covering the Democrat plantation. Got it. I got you. But I had to be, I don't know. I thought you were trying to hit me with the Roland Martin, you know? I thought you was about to hit me with some of this, like with some Andrew, Gulliam or whatever his name is. I had to be careful. I had to be a little bit careful. But I appreciate you, Ron, for coming through, man, and showing love and support on the channel and following me for as long as you have. I'm sure in between both channels, this channel and the Serious channel. So I appreciate you. Look, Ron had to clear it up. He said, no Diddy. My man, got it. Gotcha. Had to clear it up. As long as we cleared that up, Ron, you know what I'm saying? As long as we cleared that up. So anyways, man, let me head on out of here, man. That's enough fooling around. Thank you all for joining me today, man. Hit the like button on your way out. To everybody who showed love, I appreciate you that came through via Super Chat. And for all of you who show love on the Cash App, I know I'd never get to you guys because for some reason I never get my notifications, like, when I'm supposed to get them. But for those of you who showed love who have showed love on Cash App and Venmo and PayPal, I appreciate you guys. Don't think I forgot about you guys, okay? Don't think I forgot about you. And shout out to my man Cutthroat Ralph for the buzzer beater. Swish, he said, been watching your channel since 2018 when you was clowning ignorant rappers. Ain't no way you been with me that long, Cutthroat Ralph. What? That's crazy. You've been, some of y'all don't even know, some of y'all have no idea what he's talking about. Y'all don't have no idea what he's talking about. Y'all don't have no idea about what did I used to say, Cutthroat Rob? I was going, everybody, all of TD Hip Hop Media coming to you live. I used to say coming to you live from the TD Hip Hop Studios, aka the effing kitchen. I used to curse and be real ignorant, back then. I used to speak a lot of absurdities when I was clowning rappers. But I was like, TD Hip Hop Studios, aka the effing kitchen, because the channel used to be called TD Hip Hop Media. Oh man, that's what's up. I didn't know that anybody was around from back then. I didn't Cutthroat Rob. Who else? Anybody else was around from way back then? Who else was around?
So I'm going to end the show on that note. So yeah, that was hilarious. This damn Shill's crashing out. I'm loving every minute of it. Kahari, did you get your mic together? Kahari. Let's went to sleep. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to season 4. Thank y'all for tuning in to season 4, episode 36, part 1 of the Frontline Black News. We'll be back later on today with part 2. In the meantime, make sure y'all like and subscribe to all our platforms, Frontline Black News on YouTube and Facebook, The Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook, and the Shabaka Black Experience Events on Facebook and Twitter, now X.com. So peace, love, light, reparations, and separations, and Black empowerment. And shout out to everybody that tapped in. Jay Militant was in the building. Appreciate you coming through, cuz. Kahari is here. I think he went to sleep. That's Kahari. Twin. Appreciate you, Twin. 285. Appreciate you coming through. Fortune dot. He fell asleep too. He's having issues with his mic. Couldn't hear him at all.